Welcome, everybody, to Getting Stoked. With me, I have Good Grief. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome, fellas. You're back on the show, except this time you've changed the name, and I did not know why or when or wherefore that happened. Where did the name change come from, fellas?
It's better.
No, it's good. I mean, Good Grief was good, but you had someone else on Spotify called Good Grief.
There's a lot also of Adam Lazara's wife had a clothing company called Good Grief. So.
Who's Adam Lazara? That same name sounds familiar.
Taking Back Sunday singer.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know that. Yeah,
you got to make damn sure that you don't do anything in the future.
There was this band. I think they were in Texas or something, and they were just like some local band. And they called themselves Good Grief 2 or something. And they messaged us, and they were like, "Dude, like somebody promoted like."
Here, move the mic a little bit.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Like there you go.
Yeah, they like said something like, "Oh, you like." Get this right. Yeah, I think they were from Texas. Some band. They told us they were like, "You need to like change your promotion or change something about your name because people are putting us on shows in Arizona, and I think they're for you guys." And
shit!
And we were like, "Yeah, there's multiple problems arising. Like this isn't the first time, so we just thought, get something a little more clever, but also like." I don't know. We're not that fucking serious.
Did you do some Google searching to make sure that there was no one else who took
it?
We
did. We did the checking through every single thing, Facebook and all.
Well, I think there is another Jaunts, but
they're from the '70s, and it was just some fucking TV show.
I think they're dead now. So
all right, well there you go. You can. Take it.
There's also 2 new guys in the band, so that's one of the things.
Let's talk about that. Who's else? I don't know who else is in.
They're actually new to the scene. They've been here for a while.
Well, then never mind. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
No. So who are these new guys?
Twin brothers. They're Matt and Drew Peer. Really good cool guys, yeah. So they're playing drums and guitar as well.
Dude, fantastic musicians. They're so they've been practicing together from the womb, so they're so tight. Yeah. They've been playing guitar and drums, ever since forever. So they're really good at matching anything with each other. It's perfect. And then it's basically, like the same thing we had going, and we're just gonna, mix in any cool ideas they have, and we're just gonna keep it going. So it's
even louder live.
Louder live.
Are you guys? Do you guys still talk to the other Cameron?
Cameron Warner?
Yes.
I texted him the other day. I mean.
I wish I could talk to him and hang out with him more. Honestly, he's I know he's still doing Erico. I think I asked him when he was doing new stuff, and he said they were just putting out some new stuff. I was listening to him, but I don't get to see him as much as I'd like to. But
I mean, he might be harder to get a hold of than the president sometimes.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He's an artist.
Yeah.
He's just one of those guys.
Yeah. Well, so is Cameron, but this Cameron.
That's a Cameron
that's
thing.
True. It was hard to get a hold of you too. Like you had the same Facebook photo for like 11 years, and like you never checked your messages or anything.
Wait, did you delete your Facebook again because you're too cool for it?
I don't know if my Facebook's still there. No.
God damn. Like that weird upside down picture.
I don't even remember, man. Props to you for remembering. I don't even know.
I remember because I was always trying to get a fucking hold of your ass, and I never could.
Yeah, no, honestly.
But Kurt's acting like he fucking is like always on his phone and shit. He never responded to me in the first couple of years either. I would like only hit him up on Instagram, and I would get a message back like a month later every single time.
This guy numbed me to like being good about that because I'm like he's just gonna show up late to shit now, so now I just have to be part of it, I guess.
Oh man,
I feel like a mom when I'm yelling at him, so I had to give up on it.
There's a story that I've been telling on the podcast that I need to bring out. Actually, I've told a couple Good Grief stories. Now Jaunts stories, which is really funny.
You can still call it Good Grief stories. I mean, it's all a continuation.
All right, you're right. Well, yeah. So I know you guys are transitioning and everything, so I just wanted to make sure everything's cool, proper pronouns and whatnot. So now with Good Grief, like. My favorite. Okay, there's 2 stories that I've told before. Cameron knows one of them. He doesn't know the other.
That's good.
So the one that he does know, and I'll brush over it real quick because I have a lot of the people who listen to the show listen to like they just follow, they keep up with them. So sometimes I'll get messages where it's like, I know. Like we know how much you like Colorado. We know how much you like Frank Turner. Like whatever. But this story is worth it.
Yeah.
So and they both have to do with the exact same evening. So. When Phantom Party played with Good Grief at your guys' trailer park home.
Yeah.
Or
it's our studio. It's
studio.
our $1 million studio.
No, it was the coolest thing ever. Like
$300 studio.
I kept bragging to people. We played in a fucking trailer with Christmas lights and no windows.
In Apache Junction.
In Apache Junction. It was awesome. And now there's two things that happened that night that are of note that I've definitely mentioned on the show before. The first one is that after the show, I kissed Cameron on the neck. And then
wait, which Cameron? You have to clarify.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Both were there.
Cameron Graves.
All right.
So
you can say Cameron's son. I've changed my name.
Camry's son. So I kissed him on the neck and like the heat of the moment because they just fucking tore down the house. Like it was a great show. And the best thing about shows like that is because it's such a small space, it just feels like you played to a shit ton of people, even though you only played to like 20. But
it was like 25 people.
Yeah, but it was
all short.
But it was awesome. Like I felt like I was a rock star, man. I just only play shows that small. And and so that was the first thing. I kissed him on the neck, and then I never heard from him again.
It's like
sounds like the life of every person that's ever kissed Cameron. So.
Damn. What a fucking chop.
So, like, I think I even, like, hit him up at one point. I don't remember what it was, but for some reason I was just like, oh, man, he's totally ghosting me.
Was it the morning after? Because you're supposed to wait a couple days.
No, I did. It was, like, weeks. Like, I wasn't necessarily on bated breath waiting for him to respond, but I think I was trying to get a hold of him for some reason, and then he never got back to me, and I was like, oh, fuck, I wonder if it's because I kissed him. And then the other thing that happened that night was and I don't even know if you guys are aware of this or not, but there's a dip now in your guys' trailer towards where the drums were.
Oh, yeah,
and it's my fault.
That was from you, huh?
Oh, man, we just spent thousands of dollars to fix that. Just kidding.
No, we were playing, and
what happened?
And I got super stoked, and I would like there were certain songs like "Runaway Bride" where I would always like kick my foot against the floor, like in between when it's just the guitar playing. And I guess I just did that so hard, so often that there was a point where we were packing up our shit where I felt like a and it was exactly where I had been standing.
You rocked too hard
all night long. And
for
I was
sure.
like, oh, shit. So it was like, yeah, this guy's never going to talk to me
it's
again.
still
I
there.
kissed him and I fucked up his foot.
That's why he didn't call you back.
Dude.
Home wrecker.
Dude, for the record, I loved the dip and I loved the kiss.
All right, there you go. Good.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just to clear the air.
That's your trailer's G-spot now.
Yeah. Well, there's actually the whole other side actually has to be completely. We have it holding up with a bunch of like car jacks because the foundation is cracked on that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so surprised. I can't believe that.
Yeah. You can't believe it, right?
With such real estate. Yeah. I can't imagine. Like, but you know, I have to be honest with you guys though. When you first told me that you had a trailer in your backyard that was your studio, I had like all kinds of things in my head. I had like
what the hell?
I was just in my head I was thinking like it's some kind of like wacky ass trailer with like foliage through it and all kinds of madness.
It was at one point.
But like, and then we got there and I was like, oh, it's like a legit fucking like, construction trailer.
It's just a miniature studio.
Yeah, it was an office building for a trailer thing.
Yeah.
It's only missing a toilet, which is the bush outside. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you guys don't have windows in there either, do you?
Yeah, we do. We just cover
They're
them
just
up.
covered
Oh,
up,
you cover them up.
Yeah.
It gets
Green Day
hot.
posters.
To be fair, I mean, the stuff that's in there is worth way more than the trailer
Totally,
is by far.
I imagine.
Yeah.
So I know it's hot as fuck in here, guys. I apologize.
okay.
My air conditioning right now sucks, and so check this out. Not only does my air conditioning suck right now, but they're turning it off for a week to repair it in August.
Oh my god.
So
And it's got to be off to repair it.
So it doesn't matter if it's on or off. It's just gonna blow fucking hot air. So
Nice.
so I'm gonna be without AC for a week.
All right,
So
well,
I'm gonna be shacking
sweat
up somewhere.
sessions.
It's gonna be rough, man. Yeah, the sweats. I might have to reschedule.
No. You're
Some
just
shit
gonna have
that's
to go
happening.
Indian style. Just start putting the towels. This is what they used to do back in the day. Native Americans, they would put wet towels over the windows of all their huts, and so when the cool breeze would come in, it would actually pull cold air.
No.
Yeah, that's a real thing. You can do it with fans,
Dude,
too.
I'm legit doing. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so fucking doing that.
I
Holy
was just
shit.
gonna say go to a motel.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about that. I'm gonna call my apartment complex tomorrow and be like, "Hey, what's the deal? Are you guys gonna pay for me to like stay in a motel?
Do I get a
because
week
you're
off of
turning
rent?
Like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I mean
exactly.
that is absolutely happening. But like,
Especially during this time of the year, like what the?
yeah, what the fuck is you crazy? So I mean, I get it. It sucks. Sorry, I'm rambling. I hate this. But I'm gonna live here for so long.
Just change it into like an interview studio / sauna.
Yeah. Everybody
you know,
has to do it in a towel. Everybody.
Someone said that last time too. Yeah, I know. That's what the Celebration
It's
Guns
disgusting.
guys said. We're just gonna sit in a sauna together and.
This is still better than being on the stage at most places for fucking.
Oh, yeah.
With the can lights, like that's all I gotta say. Like, it's better than most stages.
Yeah, it's better
You're
than
sweating.
any night in the underground, whether it's
Oh,
January
yeah.
or August.
Even the Nile's bad, but the underground is
Dude,
just
the
extra
Nile
bad.
is bad.
When we played the underground, the sprinklers went off on us once.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They told us, "Oh, don't play on the stage, play on the back." And I'm like, "Who the fuck are we gonna play? We're gonna play on the ground with the rest of the crowd? Like, really?"
Oh man.
It's like, we'll play on the wet stage.
Dude,
Yeah, they had a bunch of blankets on there. It was even fucking hotter, dude.
When I did my live podcast at Nile, if they had just opened because it was closed all day and all night, and I showed up at 7:00, and the dude had just turned everything on, so it was just hot from the whole, and it did not, and all it sounds like the audience is like, and Thomas from Bear Ghost texted me this, and he was like, "Yo, you should get someone to warm up the crowd. The crowd was super dead." And I was like, "Well, I'm not saying this because I'm insecure. I'm saying this because it's the truth. They were laughing, but you can't hear them because they had all of the fans cranked because they didn't have the fucking AC on all night long, and we were like 20 feet away from the audience.
Yeah.
So
because the Nile stage is like 10 feet off the fucking ground.
Well, we weren't on the stage. We were just on the floor.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, we were just like in the middle of the ballroom, which was cool. I mean, I would have preferred it that way. It would have been weird if there was like 25 people watching us from there. But it was wacky, man. It sucks. Arizona fucking sucks. What do you guys have planned right now? What's going on with the Jaunts? What do you guys got?
So we got a show on August 25th with No Refills opening for us, and Acne Superstar, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And we're doing that at Pub Rock Live.
Nice.
Pub Rock Live. Apparently they redid it. I haven't been there yet, but they said that
redid. They put a new lights in.
They do the new lights, so that's
Pub Rock was always kind of nice though.
It is, but they used to have the can lights that were the worst things ever, and they replaced them with the LEDs finally.
I can probably name 5 venues off the top of my head within the same 15-mile radius that could use more repairs.
Yeah.
They all could, yeah.
But good for them.
I'm excited to play there, because it's gonna be fun, and we hopefully have some good people coming out. And it's like the first time, like we've played with our new members, the Twins. We played with Matt and Drew before, but like this is like technically like our first time playing as the Jaunts, and we actually have like a final EP to finish. Like we have something to actually give out, and so hopefully it'll be a little more, something.
Yeah. I wish it was the first show we did because that was for Slaughter Beach Dog, but
Oh, you played for Slaughter Beach Dog?
Yeah, we opened for that show. Yeah.
Yeah, we opened for them, but it was
Where was this?
At the Underground.
The Underground, yeah.
Your favorite venue.
Wait, Slaughter Beach Dog played the I feel like they should have been moved upstairs.
Yeah,
right?
It was right when he first came out, so it was right when that album dropped.
Okay, got it.
It was it's like right when he made it, and I don't remember what I was gonna say.
I didn't know it was just one guy. I didn't know it was just one dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, Matt and Drew played with us on that show, but we were like, it was kind of so out of nowhere, and we were like, oh shit, we can't say no because Slaughter Beach Dog is like I want to see that guy. Like, I've already seen
Modern Baseball was one of my favorite bands.
Was he in that band or something too?
Yeah, he was.
I don't know anything about Slaughter Beach Dog. I just know they're popular.
Is the lead singer from Modern Baseball. He like made a side thing.
Oh no! Why the fuck is he playing the Underground?
I know that's
stupid.
I was like, dude, I watched them play much bigger venues. Like I saw them at more venues. So like, I don't get why. I don't know, but I mean, it was fun, and there was a lot of people there for them that were like, "Oh shit, I've never heard of you guys." Like that was cool,
That's awesome, man.
But luckily, we didn't have. But unfortunately, we didn't have the name Jaunts. So like, this is technically like our first show, Jaunts show.
But you were playing with the other members before?
Yeah. Well, we hardly had any practice with them.
We just played old Good Grief songs. These are all new songs that we're playing. We're not playing any old songs.
So we're trying to start square one with the Jaunts.
See, Good Grief's one of those bands that pisses me off because my favorite song of theirs is their least favorite song, and that always bothers the shit out of me in the band. The Trucker song.
Oh, I love that song. What are you talking about?
Well, you don't.
No. Here's the problem. Is that we'd fuck it up a lot though, because it has to be the first song in the set. It has to be, and it's fucking.
Let me clarify. He likes it. He likes it. I don't like to practice it because it's fucking hard. And it just pisses me off.
And he runs out of breath on it. I don't know. We just sound like an amateur band if we start off with that, and I feel fucking insecure about it.
I like that song a lot. I like what's the Brittle Joint song called?
Nothing Left.
Nothing Left is a fucking badass song too.
It's got a little cabaret feel at the beginning. It was real fun.
Don't worry. There's some more of that still in the Jaunts. We still got the same kind of influence. We're just having some new stuff. We're actually gonna try and make the Jaunts a lot heavier. So imagine Good Grief, but also more like aggression and more. Not I don't want to say metal, but like
hardcore.
More harder.
Got it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go. I want to go hardcore yet, but there's some stuff on it. Yeah.
Well, we can go with more harder.
Yeah,
I think more harder.
We're getting less pop and more punk.
Okay, well, good for you. You're aging. That's what happens. The older you get, the less you want to play pop punk.
I mean, you're not going to go
really like money.
You're not gonna come on August 25th and hear fucking Death Haven play, but
Shit.
Death Heaven, dude. People fucking hate that new Death Heaven record.
it sucks.
You don't like it?
I don't
It's
like
okay. It's
I don't know.
Dude, nothing's as good as Sunbather, man. They
No,
like
of
fell
course not.
onto something. They like fell onto it just with ass first,
that's what
and it was
happened.
great. Yeah.
How are you gonna top that? How are you gonna top Appetite for Destruction? You shouldn't even expect that it's gonna happen.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm always worried I'm gonna make one of those records where everyone's gonna like lose their shit for it,
Such
and I'm
an
gonna be like,
asshole.
why? Why the fuck do people like
You're
this?
such a narcissistic cock. You're like, oh, I'm so my biggest worry is that I'm gonna make something that's so
No.
good. I can never fucking
No, not like
do
that. No, I mean like something that like people would love, and I don't get why.
Yeah.
And then like I go to further things, and I'm like, oh, I'll make something better, and they'll be like, no, go back to your old shit, and I'll be
You
like,
ever-
why?
Your
Why?
shit sucks, man.
I'm always afraid of that, man.
Do you ever think about like how many artists are out there who like you knew that they took a different turn and then you never heard of them again? Like
I dropped off the fucking face of the earth.
Just thinking about this the other day. There was a YouTuber. I don't know if you guys were into YouTube like 7 or 8 years ago, but there was a YouTuber called Julian Smith.
Yeah.
Julian
Hot
Smith.
Kool-Aid.
Oh, that dude's fucking funny.
What was the name?
Hot Kool-Aid.
Hot Kool-Aid guy. Yeah.
Shit.
He was amazing. He was fucking hilarious.
That was
And
insane.
Like,
I loved it.
I mean, everything from jellyfish to the hot Kool-Aid shit to Malk. Like he was great. That was like the golden age.
I love that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Of like
about that.
That's when YouTube was artistic and not just for fucking Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, it was super artistic
Yeah.
back then. It was still independent.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And so yeah, I was following his career, and he at one point made this video. This is like 2011-ish. He goes, so I've decided I'm no longer going to make YouTube videos. I've started a band, and this is what I'm going to do now. And everyone around me is telling me that I'm going to fail. And not only am I going to fail, but everyone's telling me that I shouldn't and then I have it good in YouTube. And I'm like, look, this is not, that's not the passion that I want to chase right now. That's not who I am as a person anymore.
Yeah.
Julian Smith, gone.
So did he make a band?
Huh?
He make a band?
Yeah, he had a band and they had like songs, but I don't know what happened. They're gone.
Well, at least they were partially the way.
Well,
though.
I
They had
remember.
songs.
I remember like his even his goofy fucking songs in YouTube. Like he would make like
Jellyfish?
jellyfish, and like that waffle.
Was he the guy that did
waffle
the
song.
Was he the one that did the "Where's My Compliment" song, or is that somebody else?
No, that's a
Oh, he
German
did
dude.
the Jeep song too, where he like just like close all the doors.
Yeah,
and
he did
stuff.
that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that
was
clever.
hilarious.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, I mean, he should make music. I don't know.
I
didn't
know,
that.
but like the fact that he left YouTube, which is his
bye.
nest egg, and then he just completely went music.
It's
and
crazy.
That was it. It just sucks. Like I think about this all the time. Like man, everyone always says in order to be successful, you have to take risks, and then you think about shit like that where it's like
it's like
No.
Yeah.
You take
Doesn't always
small
work.
risk.
small risk.
You slightly change over time.
Yeah,
Or you do
it
Julian
depends.
Smith,
I
yeah.
mean, you do have to at some point close your eyes and jump, right?
Yeah.
You know, but
Here's the thing, though. Like, at least he had that amount of fame at some point,
True.
though. Like, he was just talking about, like, I'm scared that somebody's going to like this album and everybody's going to think our other shit sucks. Like, I just hope for that. Like,
Yeah.
even that.
Yeah.
Just one hit fucking wonder, I would be happy. If
How
I
fu-
was fucking Smash Mouth or whatever fucking... not Smash Mouth, they had 2
I would
hits.
kill myself if I was Smash
how
Mouth.
fucking funny would it be if he worked at Waffle House? Like, and like he's like, oh, you're the waffle guy. I get it. And he,
I want 12 of them.
Sing, no, I want 12. And he's like, sing me the waffle song, bitch. And then he just like reverts to his like jellyfish
this for
Jeffrey.
you.
His like what was his name? Jeffrey, the
Yeah.
jellyfish kid.
Weird.
He just like goes in there and he stays there and he like gets locked up and he's there forever, all because he wanted to chase
See,
his
that
fucking
would-
dreams.
That's some Joaquin Phoenix kind of shit that would happen.
And then there's people like Jontron who can leave for a year at a time and then
that?
have 10 million views.
Who's that?
Jontron?
I don't
You haven't
know.
listened?
I don't watch
He was
YouTube.
like a video game reviewer.
Yeah,
That was
I-
really fucking funny. He was in the golden age.
I'm not-
He was in
it-
Game Grumps for a while too.
I'm not
but-
into video games enough to watch videos about them,
Oh
unfortunately.
no,
Sorry.
it's all comedy. There's literally nothing about fucking.
I remember
video games
Angry
almost.
Video Game Nerd.
Yeah.
It's
He
like
was
that.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. James Rolfe.
Diarrhea dump in his ear. Or whatever the fucking song was.
That guy's the best. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
man, he was great. Yeah, I like video games.
We're gonna cover that song.
You should. My problem is I get into video games so hard that I have to like I have to prepare myself. Okay, this new video game's coming out. That means I'm not going to be around for a little while.
I have to start a
Yeah.
new life.
And then I put my PlayStation away for like 6 months to 8 months, sometimes
Yeah.
a year.
So
Time to
you're
be a human
stopping.
again.
So you're stopping your problem. That's what it is. You're
Yeah.
stopping it before it becomes
Well, I'm
a problem.
indulging exactly. I'm
Yeah.
indulging in it, and then as soon as
Yeah.
I'm done getting what I need to out of it, I have to leave.
Yeah,
So
and I
the-
always jump into the most addictive games. Like I jumped into like Fallout and Skyrim and like games like that. You
Yeah.
won't leave once you
That's
start.
where
You
I
know.
am. My last my last one was Far Cry 5.
Oh shit, so long.
So hard. Dude, I beat that game like twice, and I did it in like in 2 different ways, and then I hung out afterwards and did extra shit, and that game was my life. But I did the same thing with Far Cry 4. That was the thing. It's like I was planning, like, okay, this game is coming out in October or whenever it came out.
Call your relatives
to be ready. Like,
I'm not gonna be around.
Like, I'm not gonna be around.
I gotta save some money because I'm gonna give up a few shifts at work.
Like, I'm gonna be gone for a little while, guys. And
that's
exactly what happened.
I know that.
And then I sold it because I started noticing myself like
deteriorating.
It got to a point where I was done. Like, I had done everything. I was just walking around killing my own people for fun. But I would still do it. And Alicia, my girlfriend, would be like, "Hey, like, can you like do this or that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, in a second." And then I had like this moment of clarity where I was like, I'm just killing I'm not doing fucking anything.
But no, you have to hold on.
So I literally packed it up and sold it that night. I was like, I'm done.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud.
I've reached it. I've reached my bottom.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I took the other routes because I got really addicted to Fallout 4 when it came out. And I played it through and I beat it. And then I was like, okay, I want to see what happens if I do the other routes. So, I replayed it and made it different, And my girlfriend's saying the same thing. She's like, God damn, like, get off this game.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, you try it. Trust me. And so I got her own game. And now she's addicted. So it's like, I'm free. Like, I can waste time and she can waste time.
Yeah. Alicia did that. She got some video games and she started playing. And she was playing Fallout and she was playing, some other stuff as well. And then it just didn't grab hold, so I felt guilty again.
Yeah, then it's back on you.
It's back on me again. So yeah, I do like games. Like, I mean, I have a video game tattoo, and I like video games, But horror is really my thing when it comes to games too. Like Dead Space is fucking brilliant.
Dude,
1 and 2, 3.
Yeah.
It's like an action game in space.
Yeah.
I haven't played 3.
3 is literally just an action game where you're blowing up dead stuff.
It's like how Resident Evil didn't. It's not a fucking horror game anymore. Resident Evil
just
4
action. Was amazing.
Oh yeah, that was the pinnacle, man. That was the fucking best one.
That game ruined me because once I played that, and I played that as like a 17 or 18-year-old. Like, it was way after it came out.
Yeah,
But that set my standard. Like, I was playing that, and I was playing Silent Hill, like 3 and 4 at the same time. So my horror game standards are way out of proportion.
Yeah. You're like, they're not gonna be as good as that. Can I just say, spoiler alert? It's like that part in Resident Evil 4 where the fucking chainsaw dude comes.
It came out like 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, I forgot. After 10 years, there's no fucking rules.
Don't tell me yet, dude. I'm
that
not to
fucking
that part.
In the beginning of the game, when you first start fighting zombies, you're like, oh, they're not that hard or whatever, and that chainsaw guy fucking comes out of nowhere. You like shit yourself.
Is that is that the time when he comes out when you're upstairs?
Yeah. And you're like, fuck, there's zombies behind me. This guy's fucking in front of me. Dude, and your tank controlling that shit. You're like, oh no.
Do you remember having to shoot like the giant eye? Like the thing that was like the guy was in the mutant thing, and like, oh man, that game was so fucking good.
What did the fucking weird merchant guy always say every time he came up to him?
Buying?
Yeah,
what are you buying? What are you selling?
Like, there's any logic that guy's just fucking standing in 12 different places on that map. And he's like, I got a machine gun, rocket launcher.
Dude, he's an advocate of the free market. I don't know what you're saying. He's working hard, man. He's hustling.
Like, he's the only one making an honest living.
Yeah, he's working hard, man. Yeah, on the black market.
The very black market.
To like give people things to kill other humans with in the name of a cult.
Well, they're dead humans. It's
yeah, kinda.
Viral.
Like viral. Yeah, parasitic. Ridden humans.
Well, they start turning into monsters by the end of it anyways, so.
Are they? I don't remember. Are they able to? Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah. You know what fucking sucks about Resident Evil? I feel like every game has one point where I'm like, ugh.
Killed it.
Yeah, it turns into it turns into a total like JRPG all of a sudden. Or not JRPG, but like some Japanese total like all of a sudden there's like these weird goofy monsters coming out at you and shit.
That was like
octopus.
Yes. I'll give you like that got me halfway there. I was still enough into it. There was a lot of monster shit towards the end now that I'm thinking about it, but no, when you're playing as Ashley and you just have to like hide and duck under shit and like walk away, God, that was so fucking annoying. Like, who's like this was, and then you had to like walk around with her. Like later on in the game, like that was a pain in the ass.
Like, bitch, pick up a gun.
Yeah, that sucked. Like, I mean, even if the recoil blows your own head off, it'll be interesting.
Just give her a little Glock. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Oh, God. Oh man, but that game was so fucking so good, man. Yeah, like, yeah, Resident Evil 4 is great. I haven't played any other Resident Evils except for the first two, but they're I played the first 2 when I was a kid, and they were too hard because I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I went back to them as like a young adult and tried to play them, and they were still too fucking hard. I still can't play the
tank
first
controls,
2.
dude. I'm telling you, those tank controls are impossible, man.
Those first 2 games are such a pain in the ass.
Because you're sitting there screaming, move, and the guy's just slowly moving to the right.
Damn.
And fucking, so like Resident Evil 5 turns into like they go to Africa, and all of a sudden it's like some fucking, they're fighting bugs instead of.
It's like voodoo shit?
Yeah. It's like turns into voodoo stuff instead, which, I mean, I guess can be scary, but it just turned into an action game, and then after that it's like
Cultural
horrible.
appropriation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty much, I must fucking say.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard anything good about any Resident Evil game past number. Okay, wait. Speaking of YouTube, have you guys ever? Do you guys remember that supercut? This was like, this was like 2006, maybe even earlier. It was a supercut from, I think it was it MC Lars?
Yeah.
Doing Resident Evil 4 versus Kingdom Hearts 2.
What?
No, what is that?
No, you haven't fucking seen this?
I gotta hear that. I love MC Lars.
I'm gonna pull it up. It's just like, it's not even like a rap. It's like a stand-up kind of thing.
Okay.
Hot Topic is not punk rock.
Yeah. It's like a stand-up thing, but they put like cutaways from the 2 games. It's only like a minute long or something like that. And he's basically telling you, because they both came out around the same time. He's basically telling you which one is better, Resident Evil 4 or Kingdom Hearts 2. And he like, which is the most
don't seem that same.
Yeah. And like I hadn't played either of these games when I saw that video, but I still thought it was fucking hilarious because MC Lars is so funny.
I know, dude. He's the best.
Funny.
I'll have to pull it up, but I never played. I remember watching my ex-girlfriend play Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, just watch anime. Like, just
watch anime.
Watch Disney and then watch anime.
Like,
just separate the two.
Like, there's no play. You're not playing. It's just cutscenes.
It was
Just cutscenes.
I liked it when I was 11 years old when it came out.
Yeah.
The original one, and then that was cool. But then like now I just can't stand it. Like it's just horrible.
I mean, you're an adult now.
Yeah.
I feel like
I just don't like RPGs that much anymore.
The fuck was? Oh, it was Daisy. I thought it was my computer. What the fuck was that? Relax. No one's home, Daisy. You're by yourself. Just relax. It's the storm.
She's like, it's the only word I know, man. I gotta yell it every once in a while.
I mean, when's the last time you can spend 100 hours on grinding on a fucking Final Fantasy game? Like, I have no time for that shit. Like,
sorry, I'm pulling it up right now.
Do it.
Here we go. Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil. Should I pause this or should I just let?
No, just let it go.
Fuck it. Yeah, right. All right. Yeah, here it is.
You'll edit it out.
Is this the? No, I won't. I stopped editing these videos a long time ago.
Really?
Or these. Oh yeah, dude. A long time ago, I stopped with this shit. Yeah, this video came out 10 years ago.
Yeah. See, I get upset when I listen to podcasts and they're less than 40 minutes long.
Oh, good. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm the same
That's
way.
me. Yeah.
All right. So, fuck it. I'm gonna pause it because you guys need to take the headphones off to understand what's happening here. Fuck it. I'll keep it. I'll let it roll. So here you go. Check this out. This is and if anyone at home is listening, you can queue up this fucking video. It's only like a minute long, but I really think that both you guys will appreciate this.
Play this game.
It says it up
For
there.
like 4 million years, I'm stuck in this town called Hollow Bastion. And I'm not even the main character. I'm Roxas. The main character is Sora. And I keep having dreams about the main character. Now Tony Soprano's in a coma. There's no instant gratification. I'm getting a little bored. But my friends are like, keep playing. Keep playing. Eventually Disney characters are coming out of every orifice. It's awesome. Just stick with it. So I do. And I go to the bulletin board and I look at all the jobs and I do all the errands and I get enough money to buy a train ticket to get on the dope ass Disney train to go to the fun fucking part of the game. That's bullshit. It took me like 4 years. I didn't see so much as a Sebastian the Crab for like 100 millennia. Meanwhile, you play Resident Evil 4 and it's like, bitch, zombies coming up the hill right now. Shoot him in the head. Shoot him. Grab the shotgun. You don't need to load it. We did that shit for you. What are you pressing the button for? You don't have time to make a profile. Bitch, zombies in the room. This house is on fire. You killed your parents. Shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the head. And then you go back to Kingdom Hearts 2 and it's all these really lame cutscenes in the back alley. It's all anime bullshit with their hands on their hips. We solve this mystery.
Oh my
And
god.
nothing happens. Meanwhile, you go back to Resident Evil 4, it's like, bitch, this ain't a cutscene per se. You don't have time to smoke a bowl. You're still playing. Come on, MC. Come on, jump. President's daughter's been kidnapped.
Is that MC Lars doing that?
Yeah,
dude, that's the best.
That's MC Lars 10 years ago.
God.
Like,
Can I say that was like a brand new thing when Resident Evil 4 came out? Those fucking QuickTime events on the cutscenes.
Yeah.
You think you're watching something, and all of a sudden you're like, "Hey, you're
jump,
dead, bitch!"
Dude, oh my god, jump, Gypsy, jump! Dude, like I didn't even like you know the thing. I didn't even play those games. I thought it was hilarious. And then I got older, and after I watched my girlfriend play it, and then I watched Resident Evil. They played Resident Evil. I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Oh my god, dude!
They
Fuck.
killed my parents.
They killed my parents.
It's been like 100 millennia. I still haven't seen a Sebastian the Crab.
It's been like 4 years.
Just looking for C-list Disney stars in this shitty ass game.
And this is like before viral, like anything. Like this is this was 2008. So like there was no Facebook. There was MySpace. So I guess it was probably thrown around on MySpace.
Yeah.
But for me, it was just my friends coming over, being like, "Dude, check out this video."
Yeah.
Power Thirst was the same way.
Oh my god, Power Thirst. You remember that one? It was like the one where they're like, "It'll make you gay" or whatever.
It's like fuck. There were so many of them where it's like. I can't remember now. Power. There was like it was a fake energy drink.
Yeah,
that was
That's like, when they switched to 480p and all of a sudden it was really high def.
And it was like, yeah, dude, Power Thirst was fucking. And they made a couple different ones, but they always did puns. Yeah. So it'd be like Jesus Berry, King of the Jews, like stuff like that. It was like really fucking, fucking ridiculous.
That's funny.
Good shit. So when are you guys gonna have a viral hit?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
No, we don't do anything.
Honestly, like
these 12-year-olds are showing you up, dude. You gotta get on that shit.
Yeah. I can't keep up with 12-year-olds, dude. They don't have jobs, man.
Smoke a carrot or whatever the fuck Lil Tay was doing. Get on that.
I saw a dude do a fucking dab of a fucking Tide Pod, and I was like, is that dude dead? Like, can I see that? Like, he literally just popped it and dabbed the entire thing. I'm like, you're fucking dead, dude.
No, that is like... That's like desktop wallpaper. That's like you want to see the crime scene photos of that one every day.
I want to know if he died.
Geez.
There's no like confirmation or anything. He probably died.
There's got to be.
Well, I just didn't look very hard.
Yeah,
I tried looking in the comment section. I was like, all right, well, I'll go to the next video.
Still alive.
Yeah, you go into a comment section of a video like that. It's all 12-year-olds. All you're gonna see is like Escada, and like that's gonna be it. That's all you fucking see.
Man, that Little Pump new album though, it's so good.
Wait,
I was kidding.
Put out a new album.
I was fucking with you.
He hasn't put out a new album. Lil Yachty put out a new album, and it's not very good. But I know, man. I'm listening to everything. Unfortunately, there's some shit I could.
Did you like my Bruce Springsteen comment? I thought you were going to be kind of mad at me for that one.
What was your Bruce Springsteen? What was it?
Because you asked what you should listen to Bruce Springsteen.
And then
like
you said
anything
you
but
else.
Bruce. Yeah. Anything but Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, I did think that was No, I didn't think that. I don't listen to him, so I had no reason to be offended.
You know, I made that joke and I was like, okay, I'll give it one more shot to listen to Bruce Springsteen. After I said that, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just being an asshole. Maybe when I was 15 and heard it, I was just being
rude. Not into it?
No, still not into it.
That's cool. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of new stuff, and some stuff I thought I was going to be able to handle, I couldn't. And some stuff I thought was going to suck was awesome. So, I mean...
So, unpopular opinion, what's your least favorite band that everybody else loves?
Mom Jeans.
Mom Jeans.
Solid Mom Jeans.
Yeah?
Most overrated emo band in the last 20 years.
Why do people not like them?
People love them.
Oh, people love them.
Oh, you don't like them.
I don't like them. Sorry. I thought you were asking me what I don't like that everybody likes.
I don't know what he's asking you.
Oh,
I was asking what really big band that everybody else loves do you hate?
Yeah, Mom Jeans. It's just I can name like 5 other bands who came out with albums the same 2 years and they're all better.
Yeah, way better.
Like I don't know why they got so popular.
They're just fucking. It's the name. The name is really great. The name is better than the band.
I guess, but like you've got Mom Jeans, World's Greatest Dad, Dad Jeans, Dad.
Like, is that a real thing? I just never dug into it.
You didn't? Oh, dude, it's a huge thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, never mind. Screw that name.
I
gave them their one thing, and now they don't have it.
Oh yeah. I used to have a list. I don't have it anymore, but I was like, I would see them so often that I would like write them down. And there's a lot. It's everything's like paternal and maternal. It's all parent stuff. It's all Mom Jeans, Dad shoes.
Because everybody keeps accidentally having kids.
It's because that's what's in fashion,
because it's a meme. Yeah, it's a meme and it's a fashion thing. So it's like everybody is. Everyone's doing it now. But yeah, Mom Jeans I'm a huge fan of. Trying to think of an album that I liked this year that no one else liked. I don't know. Or if no one took seriously. Cupcake has a new album out. It's fucking awesome. You guys know Cupcake. Yeah. Cupcake's great. Made famous for that Deep Throat song. But her new album is fucking fire.
I'll have to hear that.
It's fucking good, dude. Yeah, it's some good shit.
That was funny. I was just I was watching Anthony Fantano today. Like, I watch him
he
every
loves
3
Cupcake.
months. Yeah.
I watch it every day.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, she's totally fucking underrated.
Yeah, that's true. I know.
He's like, yeah, she's kind of goofy and shit, and it's just
Yeah.
kind of stupid. But sometimes she'll come out with all this lyrical shit that comes out of nowhere.
Well, she also has an insane technical ability. She's a very underrated MC. She's really, really technically gifted. But she has songs. Like she has a song on the new album called Duck Duck Goose. It's my personal favorite.
Yeah.
And the opening line is, "I thought I came, but I peed on the dick." So like she has shit like that where people are like, okay, well, fuck, and like he's like.
Well, that's when people give hate to Danny Brown, but I'm like, he's a really good rapper.
What? Who gives Danny Brown hating?
Oh,
What are their
fuck
phone
him.
numbers? Danny Brown,
No, they don't take him
joke.
seriously, though.
He's
They
my
think he's a
favorite rapper.
joke. They think he's a
Really?
joke. A lot of people think he's...
Well, that's because of the, like...
Kind of is.
But then...
sweating like I'm in a rave. That fucking, like, been in this room for 3 days. I fucking love him, though. He's my favorite rapper.
Well, no,
dude.
I take it more seriously than fucking, like, 6ix9ine or whatever that just
Okay,
does
well, that's a
fucking
whole
nothing.
other, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Danny Brown, all you have to do to those people is send them, like, he has a video for that song, Ain't It Funny? And it's like the darkest, most
I think I know what
thing
song
I've
you're talking
ever seen. And the whole thing is just about crying out for help and mental health issues and drug addiction.
It's like seriously fucked up.
Yeah, and he's like sitting here like dying in front of everybody, and everyone's like, it's basically the video's about like how when you're famous, everyone encourages your bad behaviors and no one looks at it as mental illness. Everyone just thinks that it's indulgence.
Yeah.
So the whole video is him like doing all this awful shit and everyone's just like, yeah, we love it. And he's just like dying.
Killing himself and shit.
Dude, it's fucking dark.
Yeah.
Super good.
Well, people are fucking horrible, though, man. Like, I just see shit all the time. Like, fucking everybody hating on, what was it, Ariana Grande that just had an overdose?
Who cares?
Or Demi Lovato.
Oh, Demi Lovato. What are
Yeah.
they giving Demi Lovato for?
No. I'm saying there's a lot of people be like,
alright.
fuck her, man. Like, everybody cares about when little Xan died or whatever the fuck. that
He's
guy's
still
name.
alive.
Yeah, not Lil Xan.
Peep.
Who was? Yeah, Lil
Lil
Peep.
Peep.
There we go. I'm like, that dude saying about how he wanted to get fucked up on Xanax and then he died because he took too much
Yeah.
Xanax.
Yeah, and then there was...
There's a difference between somebody's recovering and they falter.
Well, that was the crazy
Like-
thing. Like, XXX and Tacion is another great example
Yeah.
of that. Someone who was, like, a contemptible piece of shit, but he never even had the chance to, like, get better. He just died.
he was trying. I saw like
Yeah.
video. Like he
Died.
He just got fucking killed. And But
Yeah.
did you see the video he put out the day before that? So,
Yeah.
the day before he got shot,
Yeah.
he put out this crazy video that's like basically telling everybody if anything were to happen to me, I want my message to go on and all this kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
it was fucking eerie. Like 12 hours something later, he got killed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, it was fucking weird, dude. Like he's like talking about like he's sorry for everything he's done in the past and like how he wants to like help out the
It's
community.
like he knew it
and
was
shit.
coming.
Oh, it's
Oh,
fucking
jeez.
fucked up. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I don't really feel bad, but I just feel bad because he's 20 and like he made mistakes. I mean, that are not in any way, shape, or form like
Okay,
redeemable.
but- yeah, but
like,
fuck him,
Like
but-
beating the shit out of your pregnant girlfriend's not a good move. Beating
Yeah.
her, I think she like went blind or something. Yeah,
Jesus.
bad, really bad dude. But 20 years old, like I wish he would have had at least the time to
You need time to
get
recover.
punished for it or get
Yeah.
learn from it or
Yeah.
go to therapy or something.
No,
but
something.
like,
Stuck in
and
that
that album's
station.
good. Like that fucking question mark album that X put out before he died was fucking good. It was
Yeah.
a good record. It was a good like sad emo trap record. Solid, super solid.
Nice.
Yeah, I need to start listening to rap again in any shape or form because I fucking listen to nothing anymore of rap.
I don't really listen. I tried to listen to the new Mac Miller today and I wasn't into it.
I didn't
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't like Mac Miller even in high school. So.
Oh, I got a rap suggestion for you. I have something that'll turn your dig right on to rap again.
Okay.
Is it Wu-Tang?
No. The new Wu-Tang album is okay. It's more of a compilation than anything. It's like most of the members aren't even on it. But the new Denzel Curry album, Taboo.
Mhm.
Denzel Curry is one of those guys who like because I've recommended this ever since it came out. It just came
Yeah.
out a couple weeks ago. But every single time I tell someone that, they go, Denzel Curry, and I'm like, no, wait, you don't understand.
Listen to this album.
This new album it's in 3 parts. It's dark as shit.
Nice.
Even the songs that are bangers have these really like dark kind of twisted
Nice.
undertones in the.
Yeah.
In the
See, that's what I want though, because
it's
like "Man on the
fucking
Moon" 2
dark.
from Kid Cudi, like I think is like one of the best rap, just music albums.
That's fucking crazy.
What?
That is some fucking words. Holy shit.
What? You don't like
No,
"Man on the Moon" too?
I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, I like it. Love it. Day or night. Love that record.
No, that's "Man on the Moon" 1. I'm talking about "Man on the Moon"
Yeah, that's
2.
the crazy thing.
Yeah.
I listened to
too.
both of them. I only gave a shit about that song on that first record. Not a Kid Cudi guy. Do you like Kids See Ghosts? It was
the
Kids See
new
That
one?
was
Ghosts
all
record.
right. I mean, Kanye kind of lost his touch. I feel like.
I'm not. Oh yeah, I didn't like it that much either.
Yeah. Ever since Kanye really got into Kanye. Kanye post Kanye.
Fantano said this funny thing the other day. Fantano was like, you can't have sex listening to Kanye West because his ego would get in the way. It was such a like bum like set up punchline joke.
True.
Cameron, you keep trying to say something and we keep really cutting you off. What are you trying to say?
That's like the story of my life, man. Don't worry about it.
I know. I know. I think I stuck up for you last time we did this too.
I don't have nothing good to say.
You were trying to.
You were trying really hard.
And then Kanye's ego got in the way.
Like always.
Classic
Oh,
Kanye.
shit.
Kanye.
Did you know slavery was a choice? I can't believe that.
What?
I can't believe you broke that story.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Kanye West.
Kanye let everybody
that.
know slavery was a choice.
I don't know if
Like
you're
they're
aware
just
of
like, you can come to this island and you can work on my farm for free and I'll beat you, or you could go be a free man. And they're like, let's go get beat.
this. Yeah. Steady employment sounds nice.
Oh my god.
Fucking
Whatever. That's so fucking ridiculous, dude.
God.
But oh well, you know.
I guess when you live with the Kardashians, shit's gonna go down in your brain.
Did you see that Joe Rogan bit on that?
Yeah, dude, that's the greatest thing. Like, always fucking with him. He crawls up on the chair, like, like no wonder he fucking changed. And, like, got all weird.
Well, you know, I don't know if you said this in a stand-up special, but the really interesting thing about Caitlyn Jenner was no one talks about the fact that not too long before the transition began, Bruce Jenner killed somebody. Like he pushed someone into traffic and killed them because he was like texting and driving.
What
and
the
like,
fuck?
but no one talks about that
No one
because
changed.
she's a hero. She's a fucking hero.
I just remember I
Hero,
thought it was
like,
the
killed
greatest
someone.
I just thought it was great that everybody fucking bombasted her for fucking winning Woman of the Year.
Which
when there's
makes
like,
sense.
Yeah, like fuck her. What do you think you get Woman of the Year? You change your sex and all of a sudden you do better than the people that are dying out in the Middle East, like trying to make fucking freedoms for
Dude,
people?
it was fucking crazy. I don't know. I don't have enough opinions on that to state anything. But I knew that I saw that and I was like,
Ugh.
I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that.
That's like Matthew Broderick just having people drown in your pool, and Tommy Lee did the same thing.
Pool?
Yeah.
I knew Matthew Broderick killed someone drunk driving. I didn't know he
Was that
also
the
had
drunk
someone-
driving one? Okay, so
He
that
killed
must have
someone
been
drunk
Tommy
driving.
Lee with the kid in the pool.
Probably.
Tommy Lee.
I believe it. Tommy Lee.
All these people that killed
Jeez.
people and you get away with it because you're famous, I guess.
Oh, well, he's got a huge dick.
That
That's
helps.
what it is.
Wow.
I mean, Tommy Lee's dick's huge. Have you seen
Yeah.
that VHS
No, yeah.
video?
It's fucking.
I watched that shit on
Scary.
LimeWire.
You download it? That's risky, man.
No, I was trying to download something else, and all of a sudden it was just like Pamela's tits. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Trying to download Barney episodes. You're trying to be a good boy.
That would have been way creepier if I was like 14 years old with a hard dick downloading Barney
gotta get
videos.
Oh, you were trying to like. I thought you were like trying to download like Moonlight Kingdom or something.
You said Barney.
Well, you said I was trying to download something and then came up with that. You're like, I was
Yeah.
trying to listen to that new Metallica song and that shit came up.
Dude, that was LimeWire was the wild, wild west, dude.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you'd like, try to download a video and it's like, oh, it's a dog fucking somebody. Shit.
No.
That totally happened to me. Like it's crazy.
And then you got like 30 viruses from it too.
yeah. Oh, I always did it on my grandma's
Yeah.
computer. Poor grandma.
I used to have. Oh, I can't say this on here.
Okay. well,
Actually, I'll say fuck it. I had the Anarchist Cookbook on my
oh, you can
grandma's
say
computer.
that.
Yeah,
You
is
can
that
still-
illegal?
That you can buy that still.
I remember
Oh, you
that.
can?
In the U.S. you
Was
can
it
buy
only
that
banned
still.
for a little bit then?
Yeah,
I think it's
still
only
bad.
banned in certain places.
But
Okay.
You can get that shit at like Zia now
You
or
can get it on-
something.
Well,
You
there's
can get it
certain
on-
things that are in the digital PDF file that probably
Yeah.
are illegal.
Probably. The
Yeah.
Anarchist Cookbook, I believe, is legal in the U.S., but you can't have it in public libraries,
I love that book.
schools,
Oh, okay.
government, shit, in states, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But
Well,
I think if I go on Amazon right now, I can find a copy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get that.
But
Tommy
yeah,
would
I was a
make
big banned books guy. I used to collect like banned movies, banned books and stuff. So I was
Yeah.
super edgy.
Those are
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Well,
thought
you
it fun.
learn everything about it, then all of a sudden I know I could be a fucking Nirvana historian at this point. which I
Yeah,
shouldn't be.
dude, I loved the fucking the Notebook that he had.
Oh
the
yeah,
red one.
dude. I read that thing.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
front to
Anarchist
back.
Cookbook is right on here.
Yeah. Well, thanks for making me feel lame. Being like,
$26 paperback by William Powell. There you go, Anarchist Cookbook.
By him. Everybody
and you
added to that thing.
Or you can get it $17 used. Look at that. What a nice little 160 pager. Yeah, I
a
think
good
can
one.
you learn how to like make bombs out of
Oh, yeah.
tennis balls or something?
It taught me to
like
make a
that.
Molotov, and I did, and it
Yeah.
worked.
That's all he worked. It tells you how to
pretty
destroy
cool.
cars too. Potato in the tailpipe for
Oh,
any of you
yeah.
kids out there.
Oh, that's in the Anarchist
Yeah,
Cookbook. I've seen
yeah.
that. I've seen banana in the
Sugar
tailpipe.
in the gas tank, that'll ruin it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think that's been around
Yeah.
for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah,
There's more fun stuff than
I just
that.
remember the banana in the tailpipe in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah. Well, one of the
Judge
parts
Reinhold's
in
car.
it, there was a way to shut down the power grid for an entire city block.
Yeah.
That's got to be updated though since then. There's no way that you can do the same shit now. You can
No,
back
they
then.
use all that same shit, dude. They're still running DOS at fucking government agencies, man. That shit hasn't changed
Dial
since
up.
1986.
I don't know what that means. What's DOS?
Microsoft DOS. It was like what the people used to use when you
Old
would type
fucking-
in shit. Like,
Oh, like the
Yeah.
little
Run
like, Jurassic
program.
Park looking
Yeah.
shit.
yeah. Not the new Jurassic Park, old Jurassic Park.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
anything past 3, so I'm
Didn't say
at
magic
Yeah, yeah, I'm missing it. I haven't seen any of the Chris Pratt Jurassic Parks yet.
Chris
I don't know if
Pratt's
it's the
What are we
usually probably the only good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
for
the new
most
one
people.
is not good.
No, I mean it's all right. I mean it's campy.
I heard the
it's-
story is just shit. Like it's just completely shit.
I mean, do you really watch it though? Do you really just want to see fucking dinosaurs? Pretty
Well, the
much.
first one story was good.
Yeah.
So honestly, I would argue the second one. I'm a weird
The
guy.
second
I
new
like
one-
the second one. No, I like the Lost World a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
mean,
second new one. What? I like actually
the
like Jeff
second
Goldblum.
newer one. The second newer one had Jeff Goldblum in it. It was pretty
I heard
good.
he came back. I liked him in Thor.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was fucking awesome in Thor Ragnarok. Hey, like, because here's the thing. I was watching that. I was still working at a school when I watched that movie. And Thor Ragnarok, like, we were just like, we got it from Redbox or whatever, and we watched it on a Friday.
Yeah.
And Jeff Goldblum comes on, and I started fucking laughing really hard. And like, because that's the first time I had seen it. And none of the kids were laughing, which is understandable. And I turned to one of my coworkers, and I was like, just him being in this movie is a joke.
Is
Like,
hilarious, yeah.
That is the joke. Like, none of these kids understand that this isn't just some random actor they hired. Like, that's the thing.
That's
fact
the
that
adult
Must drive
joke.
faster. Must drive
the
faster.
Yeah,
fact that
it's
Jeff
like how in
Goldblum-
Shrek when they get to the castle and he's like, I think he's overcompensating for something. Yeah, and you're like, oh, it's a dick joke. I didn't get that at 8 years old.
I didn't get.
Yeah, dude, it's
Oh.
fucking great, man. Good shit. Shrek holds up.
Shrek's the best.
The original one.
Yeah, the original.
And 2 was all right.
I haven't seen the other ones
Yeah.
in a while. I've only seen 1 and 2 though. I've never seen 3 or 4.
Don't.
Is there 4?
Just give up on it. There's 5, actually. They kept making them.
There's 5.
It's
Yeah.
however many kids he has now.
Oh, is that what it is?
Every time he has
out a unit.
every time Shrek has a kid, they make a new.
Yeah, now it's going to be soon. It's going to be Shrek by the dozen.
Octo Shrek.
Octo Shrek. That's disgusting.
Oh man, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
little ogreites, ogre kids.
It's all ogre now.
Oh,
You seen that video, right?
No, I haven't. I thought we came up with that 'cause
no.
it's brilliant, dude.
It's disgusting. You don't know Shrek is love?
No.
You want to look something up? You might wanna
Oh man. I may have like.
It's my swamp now.
Do you guys remember what was it called? Was it Ghetto SpongeBob? Is that what it was? We're like,
Grandma's ass cheeks.
Yeah, where SpongeBob's like, I don't fuck with that guy, man. I don't fuck with him.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh shit, that one's hilarious.
Fuck, man. I love the internet, man. I really do.
That's what makes us all have anxiety and be shitty people. Socially. Yeah.
You think so? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man. It fucking reforms our brain.
You think so?
The constant bombardment of information just ruins our brain.
Sure. Well, what about TV? Before that, you go into a fucking B-dubs, and it's just like...
Do you know how
more
you remember?
screens
So
than
I remember
anything.
this back in the day. Because I'll argue this part. Remember how annoyed you'd be with TV after a while because you're tired of watching fucking commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the world of like Netflix now, like I can't stand watching regular TV. It's like every 8 minutes
Yeah, me
there's a new
either.
commercial.
Yeah,
I'm
me
like,
either.
I have to leave. But
like
I
the
remember doing
radio.
that as a kid though. Be like, oh, I'll just go play video
that's
games.
just
Or I go do
adaptation.
anything. Yeah.
That's just adaptation. We're just
Yeah.
we're adapting. We're evolving.
Get more used to it.
We're
Yeah.
devolving. However you want to do it.
Well, we're all gonna go into a virtual AI fucking simulation of a life.
You think so? We could be in one
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. We could be in one.
This is all the
We're
Matrix.
gonna be in the Matrix soon.
We're all. We already are, man.
What's
so when
that
you get like
called?
really high, you're living outside of the Matrix. You're noticing it.
What's that called? Well, what's that? You're a computer guy. What's that called? Like the code, the rolling code and shit. Isn't there? Isn't that like-
Binary?
is that what it's called? Binary? Yeah, that's
Like
all.
the 0 1s?
Yeah,
No,
it's
cross.
just like,
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
I'm guessing it doesn't actually rain like that on actual computer screens. But
No, if you had a screensaver, well.
yeah, dude.
I just got the
Yeah.
stars.
Oh, you have the oh, you have the star. Remember the one that was like the box that would just bounce? from-
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd sit there and wait for it to hit the fucking corner.
And it never does. And it never
Me
does.
too. Oh my god! I remember I was in therapy once. Dark turn. I was in therapy once. I was in therapy when I was like, I don't know, I was like 10, 11, 12. So anywhere from like 10 to 15, somewhere in there. I remember sitting in the therapist's office and just like not caring and not having any interest in the conversation, and I just stared at that screen the entire time. We were watching it.
So was your therapist talking to you the entire time? Is that the problem?
Well, no, it was just like he was trying to get me to talk, and I don't remember why I was even there, but I just wasn't into it for whatever reason. So I was just watching the fucking monitor.
He's just talking about his life. He's like, so let me tell you about this.
Like,
yeah.
So and then
he
Deborah
wants to open up.
told Gregory that
he's like, what was that George Carlin bit? He just like looks at me and he's like, I never fucked a 10, but I did fuck 5 2s.
Close. Oh, dude. So
and I'm just like staring at the fucking computer.
So wait, my song
Think of that,
"Shit for
George
Brains"
Carlin.
isn't.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Nice
Thank you.
segue.
I mean, it's
Is that why you brought it up?
It's kind of an anti-therapy song.
Oh,
so
is
I don't
it?
know if,
as
I
I'm
don't know
going to school to be a therapist.
I thought you were just like, well, my song "Shit for Brains" we played earlier.
if, No, I'm not shifting.
No.
to that. I was just.
Can we
saying,
get that straight though before everybody gets on us and be like he's anti-therapy? It's anti-bad therapy.
Well, explain. I'm very interested in this because I'm a proponent of both therapy and SSRIs and antidepressants.
Yeah,
and things
I mean,
like that.
because like I'm not for it one side or the other. Honestly, I mean, like if somebody fully believes that they need some therapy, they need some help, and they go and get it, it works. It works for people.
Whether
sometimes.
you believe it or not, some people just need it.
Yeah, some people some people do it, but then there's some people I know, like one of my close friends, like his parents put him in it, and he was like when he first went into it, he was like, I don't think I need this, but after he left, he was like, God, now I don't know, and I'm like, dude, see, on that level, that's fucked up. Like, I don't feel like
what was he in therapy for?
I don't know. I mean, like he kind of touched on it, but like it wasn't really like.
Okay.
Like that touched on and stuff. And then actually that song "Shit for Brains" it was more inspired by the other Cameron Warner. He told me like when I had first met him and stuff that he went and he said it didn't do anything for him because it just felt like he paid a bunch of people to agree with him. He's like, I just talked and they just said yep and like gave me a little bit of advice of what they thought, and he's like, it was nothing that I like expected or didn't expect. It was such a waste of shit,
Well, how long was he going for? That's the thing, because that's how it is in the first month or so. Is they're trying to get your profile.
They're just trying to understand you and stuff. Yeah.
And then at the end of this, he's gonna know. Kurt's gonna know.
No, here's the problem with it though, is that a lot of times a lot of therapists won't explain that to their people though. Like when I went to therapy, like it was fucking, the guy was just super straightforward and I loved it. Yeah, he was just fucking, this is what we're doing. You're gonna talk to me and I'm gonna listen to you. And then after that, it built upon that, and he would ask me certain questions and things like that. So, and I'm going to school to be a therapist. So,
yeah. You just never want to have to make money. So you just never want to make money.
No, I want to make money. It's just gonna take a long time. Thank God my girlfriend's going to school to be a nurse.
There you go.
She can be my sugar mama until I make a lot of money. So.
Yeah, no, I say that because I thought about going in to do some kind of social work stuff like that too. Or
you don't make any money doing social work. You have to go through your 3,000 hours of training to get your doctorate.
God.
Which is like 2.5 years.
Oh, you're getting your doctorate?
Yeah.
Most therapists don't have a doctorate.
Well, yeah, but that's what I want to do.
Oh, okay, got
it.
Yeah. Because when I think therapist, I don't think doctorate.
If you get that doctorate, man, like people throw themselves at you because you're literally the cream of the crop.
True.
Like you will never have a problem finding a job.
So I don't have health insurance, so I go to like a clinic. Yeah, and it's only MD. It's only people in their last year of residency.
Yeah, that makes sense. So they're doing their hours.
Yeah, and it's cool. I pay like fucking like $8 or something like that for an hour.
Yeah.
It's super rad, and they do med management and everything.
Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful service. I mean, that's
awesome.
Amazing.
# Desert Vista Behavior fucking Center in Mesa.
Well, so even when I become a therapist and I talk about making money or whatever, that's not really the goal.
Of
like,
course
I want to
not.
help
I'm just being
people.
a dickhead.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like I will still always try to help people, if they don't have the money for it. Like that's a real thing that I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna
a lot of pro bono work.
Yeah. I'm not going to be like, well, it's $150 an hour, and I know you make minimum wage. So
kill yourself.
I can't help you.
So just kill yourself. It'd be cheaper.
Just give up on whatever you do. Just fuck it.
Yeah. No, dude, therapy changed everything for me. So what's crazy is like
I like to hear.
But you have to find a good
therapy.
therapist, though. You have to find it. You have to find the right therapist for you, though.
The thing is with me is I've always had general anxiety disorder. My whole life. I've had it my whole life. Got diagnosed when I was 15, but it was just the same shit I'd always had, but on a more intense level. So I've been doing that forever, and I was on Zoloft for about 7 years, and it was fine. And then I got off of it eventually, and then I was cool for a couple years, and then the general anxiety disorder came back, and then on top of that, I've always kind of had it here and there, but I started developing OCD like actual like diagnosable like OCD, and not to the point where like I have to have everything in order. Yeah. But I started developing these really fun things called intrusive thoughts, and which is a big OCD, which is a huge flagship OCD thing. Yeah. And I didn't know what that was. So I lost like 30 pounds over a couple months, and I obviously found it since. But I lost a bunch of weight. I couldn't do anything. So for I had like from 6 to 8 months.
Dang.
Complete emotional breakdown. And I just got over it like a month, 2 months ago, something like that. Sheesh. So, I mean, by getting over it, I mean like learn to deal with it. But like therapy, if it weren't for therapy and if it weren't for meds, I would have never been able to do that. And I know that's not a strength of will thing. It is a very, very true, like, I would not have been able to figure, like, OCD is one of those things that any doctor will tell you cannot beat it on your own. Like, it's just one of those things that you can't just like strength of will it. Yeah. So that's why when it comes to therapy, I'm the biggest guy who I'm like, go. Like, try meds. If meds don't work, try different meds. Like, meds are awesome.
It's the same thing as, like, personality disorders are the most intense thing that will usually never get cured. Yeah. Most 90 some crazy number like that.
Yeah,
like 90%.
I'm never gonna be cured.
Yeah, because people who have personality disorders don't know they have personality disorders and they don't believe it. And for therapy to work by any means, you have to believe that you have something that you can help.
Largely men as well. Largely men in huge numbers don't go and they need to.
Well, it's the age old joke or whatever, like a sociopath or a surgeon. If they cut open a cat and they sew it back up, they'll be a surgeon, but if they let it die, then it's gonna be a psychopath. Same thing.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy shit. Like, I don't know. I heard Jordan Peterson said this really awesome thing. He said he was talking about meds, and he was saying how because Jordan Peterson's he works at a university or whatever. He's a professor. He's a professor, but he's also a psychologist. And he has this thing that he said, and I just triggered a lot of people. A lot of people do not like Jordan Peterson, so I know I have a lot of people who just winced. But so he has this great thing that he says, though, where he says, treat yourself like you would treat someone you love. Like, think about, like, if you have a dog and your dog gets sick, and the doctor gives you medicine to give your dog. You give your dog fucking medicine. Yeah. So why wouldn't you take medicine? Like, if you do these things for the people you care about, why do you? Because I know a lot of people who are like that. I know a lot of people who don't take medicine. Like, no, I don't want to. This, that. But like the second their dog gets sick,
it's like, give me that medicine.
Antibiotics up their ass. Like, they don't, like, anything they can do. So like, you need to treat yourself like that. You need to love yourself.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. So what? So shit. It's lucky you're on your way out.
You can leave now.
I did want to bring that up though. Like,
please, I really want to talk about it.
It's like it is more like an anti-therapy song because of the experience that gave me the inspiration to write the song. But at the same time, like, as it went on, I was like, I can't make the song full out like against it, because I'm not against it. You know, at the same time, I'm against it for myself, but at the same time, it's like. It's you know, what you think you need for yourself. It's all boils down to yourself. So it's like, you know, it works for some people. It doesn't work for some people. You know, it doesn't work for others. So
it depends on the person. Yeah, it just depends on who you are, and it depends on who you're going to. I've had friends who went to therapists who were just complete fucking pieces of garbage. Like this fucking guy. He's knocking on my. He's gonna get really weirded out when he opens up that box.
He's like, what did I drop?
Inside that shoebox, there's a.
It's like important getting Stoked stuff.
Oh, is that what's in the box?
He's like, wrong box.
Oh, wrong box.
I thought that was my dildo box.
No, I thought that was my Kevin Spacey from 7 box.
That's my dad's Playboys.
No, for real though, I have a box exactly like that. I guess it's in another room that has a giant animal bone in it that I found outside and cleaned.
So.
But it looks like a human like it's like, to the untrained eye, it just straight up looks like a child's femur. Like, it's real fucking big.
Don't get a DNA tested.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I found it in the woods.
There's certain lines in that song "Shit for Brains" though that I find really poignant though. Like, your life's not a TV show. Everybody's on their phone. Yeah. Like, that line just fucking.
It's a great line.
Got me. Like, I was just. Me
too.
Feels it right there.
Cameron's a great songwriter.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but
who's written more songs on the new album?
Oh, Cameron.
Yeah.
I half wrote one.
I'm actually,
and the rest are him.
well, the thing is, now that we have 2 other members, because they played a long time together, but they never sang. They never made vocals. They only did instrumental work. And like, I loved everything they did so much, to where I was like, yeah, that can work. I'm like, even if you guys just write songs, I'll just write, like basically just poetry and put it to that. I'll see how it works. And I've been really inspired by this band, Ceremony, lately.
Oh yeah, Ceremony's great. You're wearing one of those shirts.
Yeah, well, I made it, but it's not really one of
look
theirs.
at that.
but
He's a teenage girl when it comes to bands. I want to make a t-shirt.
But he was talking about, like, I read a lot about the guy, Ross, the lead singer, and he said he went to school and, like, he took just classes, not to get any sort of degree, but just to learn more poetry and just learn, a wider range of it. And I thought that was really interesting that he just took one aspect of it. And he said it because his guitarist and his band, they only have one guitarist, but he says he's so magical to him that he's like, he can be like almost the whole band by himself. And so he's like, I basically just want to add my poetry to his music. And I was thinking, like, if he can do that, like, that's kind of what I need to take the aspect of this, instead of taking on all the role of, the lead guitarist, trying to make up the drums, trying to make up the singing and shit, So, like, for the Jaunts, I'm kind of, like, even though I still write most of the lyrics and the music and stuff, like, I want to step back a lot more and make it more of a group effort.
Makes sense.
So that, because they have so many good ideas, they're already really good at what they do.
Sure.
Kurt's already good. We're not gonna push out a ton of stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, if we conjugate more, it'll be more of a collective, like more unique sound rather than just just my own ideas coming out of myself. So there will still be a hint of what Good Grief was, but also, we're gonna have a lot more new.
But at the same time,
touches.
I want to hear as much of Cameron as I possibly can.
Well, yeah.
No, and this is no shade to Kurt, but I always preferred your songs.
Okay.
Like yours were the songs. I'm sorry.
That's funny because I always
Well,
prefer
his girlfriend always likes my song.
Yeah, I like his. I'm like, oh,
literally,
man.
his girlfriend should be like, "That song's really good," and he's like, "That's Kurt's song."
Yeah, Kurt wrote that one.
Yeah, well, no, it was one of those things where I was like listening to it one day, and then I was like, what is Kurt's singing voice at? Where is he in these songs? Yeah. And then I was like, oh, these are all Cameron songs. Fuck, I'm sorry, Kurt.
Well, it used to be in the old band. It used to be that he would write the drums for the songs that I played guitar and sang in, and then it would be vice versa.
Yeah, we would just back and forth.
Yeah,
I play bass now.
So now it's totally different.
Bass now?
I'm the bassist now. Yeah.
So this is more calling back to what we used to do back in the day that we were really wanting to do, is where we meld our voices together more. Yeah.
Dude, you guys have a great harmony together.
Thank you.
I always sound good, like, backing him up. It's always sounded really good. It's like the Mike Dirnt to his Billy Joe.
Oh, is that
no
what it
ego
is?
behind it, but
Does Mike Dirnt have ego?
No, just the fact of us calling us that.
Say,
I'm not trying to
like,
compare our musicality to that. It's the same idea.
No,
though.
I
Like,
get
the
it. I was
voices
just
meld
like,
together.
he seems like a cool guy who
No.
understands
Those
how
guys
old
don't
he
have
is.
fucking egos.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes though. He really needs to, like, bro, stop with the straightening of the hair. Stop with the blonde.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm almost 50. I have to look cool.
It's not. Same way with Matt Skiba. Skiba can suck my ass right now. Like, I've always been the biggest Auckland Trio fan on the fucking planet, but the second I watched him in that Bored to Death video where his hair looks like it was super glued to his fucking head to cover his bald spot, God, I was like, dude, just fucking shave it. Just fucking shave it.
It looks better shaved on him.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Most men it looks fine on. Unless you're the guy from Rise Against, then you look like a fucking alien.
That'd be me. I have the biggest fucking head in the world.
What were you saying, Cameron?
Wasn't Dan, the bassist Alkaline Trio, always bald?
He's bald too.
He's always been bald,
Yeah,
seems
he's
like.
always bald. Yeah. So, like,
it's nothing new.
he should do. I mean, maybe that's the issue. Because at that point, Derek would be the only one with hair.
Can I always say, though, like, Alkaline Trio, like, when they're by themselves, they're not as good as, like, the sum of their parts.
True.
Separated, you mean?
No. There's no Dan album or any, like, thing that Matt Skiba did on his own that was as good as any
I will
Alkaline Trio.
agree with you on every single front in every single way, except for Dan has one album that I would say is probably better than some Alkaline Trio albums.
You're probably talking. I
mean,
never heard it.
I'm not talking about just one Alkaline Trio album versus the other one. I'm just talking about as a band in general. Like,
Oh, of course.
they're just a great band together.
Of course.
And they're just not as good by themselves.
Yeah. Dan Andriano has this album called Hurricane Season. It was his debut.
Was that the first one?
That was the
yeah.
first, yeah. That
was a
album
good
is
one.
fucking brilliant, and
Yeah.
like that is some of the most amazing. But here's the thing: the reason that album is so good, and the reason the album that followed up was okay, was because those are all fucking old ass songs that
Yeah.
he's been carrying around.
Yeah.
He had those for
Those
way
have been
long,
curated for
Yeah,
years of the
yeah.
other 100 that he didn't write for that album.
Yeah. So like,
And he's like, wait, people like this? I got to shit out a lot more now.
and then he like put out more, and those are okay. But like, dude, when I saw him live, when he played at Rebel with
Just Dan, or
it was Just Dan with an acoustic guitar, and it was him and Matt Pryor from Get Up Kids.
Oh shit, okay.
And then they came out and did
Who did they open for? What show was that?
That was their show.
That was their show.
That was it.
That's cool.
Dan opened for Say Anything, I think, too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
at Crescent.
okay.
Yeah.
My girlfriend got to see that. I didn't.
Bummer, dude. I didn't get to that either.
Fucking 3 albums he played through.
Oh man.
Really?
Yeah, Max Bemis played through 3 of his.
Max
yeah,
did. Yeah, whatever.
Not Dan.
I only like
Hey, whoa.
I only
Fucking
like
Max
one
Bemis.
Say Anything record.
Whoa. Which one is it though? That's the real
The
question.
self-titled.
Thank fucking God, that's the best one.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
my fucking favorite one by
Yeah,
far.
it's so
I love
good.
Israel Boy, and I like In Defense of a Genre, but there's too many songs on In Defense of a Genre.
genre is okay.
There's too many songs.
And my problem with Is a Real Boy is a very, very odd and personal one. I like him on his road to getting better. I like the self-titled because that's his moment of clarity. This is him coming out and becoming a better person and sobering up.
Yeah.
And
Is
Is
a
a
Real
Real
Boy's
Boy
not.
was just like him being
His
like
complete
a womanizing
nosedive.
drug addict.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just like I like the stars shining through kind of album. So, but
a good way to look at
The
it.
complete insanity that you hear on Is a Real Boy is fucking captivating.
I admit it's one of the best rock songs of all time.
Yeah.
Like, admit it is fucking amazing.
Just there's certain things that he does on there. It's like listening to somebody do a fucking like musical play.
Yeah, like every
Instead
time he
of a-
rips off Morrissey or the Smiths.
Yeah.
Which happens a lot, by the way. The opening of Alive with the Glory of Love is straight up This Charming Man. Like the
Oh, shit, it's total rip off.
Well, see here, it's okay because Morrissey will never actually play a fucking show, so it's okay.
Well, fuck Morrissey.
Yeah.
Him and his
Fuck Morrissey
vegan-
anyway.
Right up his fucking vegan ass. Shut
Hey,
the
people-
fuck that guy.
And everybody copies everybody. Let's all
People
be honest
should
here.
Sure,
Still,
but
yeah.
like Say Anything has this weird quality where anytime I listen to them, I think, God, this sounds familiar. Like, I don't know why, but this sounds very familiar.
Well,
to
there's
me.
a lot of stuff on self-titled that sounds like they use a lot of like it sounds like nursery rhymes in it.
Oh, that's what it
Yeah.
probably is.
So Hate Everyone is like a nursery rhyme.
Oh, God.
Dun, 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 dun.
Got
It's
it.
like you probably listen to it in Barney, and it's in your fucking head
That
forever.
makes sense.
Back to Barney
Okay.
again. I apparently
Back to
have a
fucking Barney. Well, I'm gonna play the opening of This Charming Man for a second. Think. Alive
Yeah,
with
it
the
sounds
Glory
so
of
much like the
I've
Smith.
listened to this album so many times. So.
When I watch you, wanna do you right where you're standing.
Like, it's literally exactly the same. It's fucking
It's like
nuts.
he was reading his lyrics and listening to that song. He's like, yeah, that'll fit. I'll just do that shit.
To be fair, he's probably coked out of his fucking mind and didn't realize.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I don't know if you did. I saw that video. That there's an interview with Max Bemis, and he's just wearing sweatpants and socks.
Classic Max Bemis.
Oh man, you know what though? He's a great writer. He
Oh,
did,
yeah.
he did a run of Crossed that was fucking phenomenal
Really?
for Avatar.
His
It was
comic
so
books, too.
good,
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It was like, you should check that out because you're into that kind of stuff. You're into like mental health and therapy and stuff. Do you know what Crossed is?
And Max
No.
Bemis.
Crossed is short story. It's right behind you. But Crossed is they're like zombies, but they're smart and
Oh,
they
shit, I've heard of that.
They
Yeah, yeah.
only operate off of the Freudian id.
That's
So
cool.
they're like fucking kids and animals and all kinds of crazy shit.
I worked with this one guy who loved that.
Dude, yeah,
He
he's
was
probably
so
a freak,
into it,
just like
yeah.
me. It's awesome. And like, dude, at Cross, you go into like Greg's Comics, and they have them behind the counter. You have to ask for them like dirty books. Like, hey, can I look at the Cross?
You got
And the
the
guy like,
Cross.
goes around and picks them
Looks
up,
around.
Thunk, like you know, all the Cross books. But
And yet at FYE, they had all the porn out for everybody to look at.
So now his run of Crossed was, and I got this at the public library. His run of Crossed, there's this thing called Badlands right now where every 5 issues is a different story arc. So it's like 35 through 40 is one arc, and then 41 to whatever. They're all like in the same universe, different factions.
Okay.
So his was the virus just broke, and there's this 2 guys. One guy's this real uptight, going to school to be a psychologist, real fucking by the books kind of guy, real straight and narrow. And his brother is this debaucherous psycho piece of shit who's just like a total awful crazy person.
Yeah.
So his brother takes
That was nice.
a piece of infected flesh.
Ooh.
He goes to the house where his brother's is like locked up and like staying safe.
Yeah.
And he's like, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna put me in this room. I am going to ingest this infected flesh, and then we're gonna put locks all over the door, and you're gonna sit outside of it, and you're gonna figure out how my brain works so that we can cure this thing.
Oh my
That's
God.
the idea, right? And I don't remember why there was
a bit radical.
There was some kind of reason he did that, but so he's like, so we're gonna figure this out. So he eats the fucking ear, and he goes crazy. Spoiler alert, nothing gets found out. But
what? They don't figure anything out.
But it's crazy though, because like the guy's like he's like sitting there, and then he's like saying all this ridiculously awful shit. And then like at one point the guy comes home or comes upstairs or whatever, and his girlfriend his girlfriend is up there in the chair outside of the door just masturbating to the awful shit that his brother
Oh my
said.
God.
Dude, it's fucking awesome.
Wait, is this the one Max Bemis
Yeah.
was in?
Yeah, this is totally classic Max Bemis, I must say.
Dude.
But this is also the guy that quit cussing in his songs because his fucking nephew said that his favorite band was Say Anything, and he's like, oh, well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, on one of his newer albums, he had it like none of it was
Well,
explicit.
self-titled, that's why there's not like cussing in it at all.
What a bitch.
I know.
Fuck that
Fucking
guy.
little kids.
What the fuck's he gonna do
Little
next?
kids ruining
Have a
everything.
kid and make an album
Well,
about
I
it?
don't know. He made that weird-ass album. I really hope that their new fucking album's a lot better.
Oh, yeah,
'cause that last
Hebrews?
album. No, Hebrews was fucking great.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
But was it?
Yeah,
sure?
it was.
No, I
Come
mean,
on.
to me, Hebrews was like one of those fucking. I don't even know how to put it. It's so creative to where it's like it's too good for like.
It's like the Pinkerton of Say Anything.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like every time I listen to it, when I hear it again, like it's got to be like the second or third time. I'm like, okay, I get this. It's fucking really cool. But
This is
but
all
it's
you got to
not-
know.
He's not trying to make it cool. He's
He
like,
made a conscientious effort not to put any guitars in the
yeah,
album.
there's no guitar.
Yeah, I know that.
That's weird.
That's the only thing I know about it.
Yeah.
It's like he tried to make a not cool album cool.
Yeah.
and I'm like,
there's bass guitar in it, which is necessary. But
Yeah.
still, I have a question.
Go ahead.
I listened to the track he has Brian Sella on that album from Front Bottoms,
Which one's that
oh, okay.
one?
and I can't
Song
figure out where his voice is at all. I
Which
can't hear it.
one is
You're
it?
like, where is the front bottoms guy? in
Yeah,
this?
no. Like I was listening to the whole song, and I was like,
Tell
oh,
me which song
I'm
it is, and I'll
finding
be
it.
able to tell you.
I don't know which
And,
one he's in.
like, I was thinking maybe he does the melodies. I don't know, but
Well, there's the one where he has fucking Anthony Ranieri from Bayside on one, and
That was
with
pretty
genre.
good.
Yeah, and he's just in the background.
yeah, you can't even
Um,
tell Anthony is in it hardly.
In the freeway gone.
so it's the song Hebrews,
Oh, okay.
Song Hebrews?
the title track.
That's the one he's in.
Yeah,
I don't.
he's on
know
the
this
I
song
don't know.
Hebrews, but like the thing is like.
Guy from Front Bottoms has a pretty prominent voice
I
too.
know.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. So the whole time I was like, oh, he's gonna drop some like crazy fire right at the end of the song.
You were expecting the Gerard Way fucking beat that he was on.
oh yeah, Charred Waves
No, man.
part was really prominent.
Yeah,
in it.
I was-
But he just needs to do another couple songs of Haley Williams. It'll be pretty good.
Who?
Max Bemis.
Did he do something with Haley?
Yeah, on Defensive Genres, 2 songs on
I
there.
don't-
The Church Channel, man.
Oh, the
Come
Church
on.
Channel has Haley
Yeah.
Williams in it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she says the words hardcore porn. It's pretty crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, she never cusses in anything, but it's like it's really juxtaposition to hear her say that. Like, she's the one that's singing about like he's singing about her pretty much. I don't know.
Church Channel was a good song.
Yeah.
My problem with that album is like,
Too many songs.
I've got a girlfriend now. I was just like, oh my god, I don't care how ironic this is. It's fucking obnoxious. Like I don't
I
care.
like,
if it's
So you're gonna
satire.
hate it for 1 out of 28 songs.
Yes, I am. Yes, I fucking am.
How is like Back in the Van not a fucking funny ass?
Back
great
in the
song?
van. Yeah. I know.
Sorry. Tyler the Creator has a song about Haley Williams.
Does he really?
Yo, fuck Haley. Yeah, he doesn't like her.
And
I don't
fuck
know.
that something Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, B.O.B. Yeah. Oh, that was in Bonkers, huh?
He hates
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's the? I mean, whatever.
That guy thinks the world's flat. Bob should just go away forever.
But yeah, he does.
B.O.B.
Does he though?
Huh?
Or does he, or is he just?
He's just
trying
trying
No,
to
he
stir
really
the
believes
pot.
in it. He really believes
so?
in it.
Just
Yeah.
trying to stir the
No,
pot.
he's like really fervent about it.
You know what? That bums me out because I legitimately liked that album he put out, Strange Clouds, the one that's
So
got
that
the
first Or the earlier one?
That was like his second or third one. That's one like Morgan Freeman opens the record, and like there's all these crazy expensive features on it, and like Nicki Minaj shows him up on his own record. Like it was fucking crazy. That
like,
album
why?
was really good.
That's funny.
I mean, for like a B.O.B. album or that for like a mainstream pop rap album, it was fucking good.
You're like, that's clever at least. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. And then that whole what was it, Flatline or whatever the Flat Earth
I don't know,
song
like,
was.
He has a song about it.
Yeah, that's how
I told you he was fervent about it. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna drop the knowledge on these people that the world is flat. I'm telling you.
He just like R. Kelly's it with a 20-minute fucking epic.
Oh, it's even better than the R. Kelly one. Is the cover or the joke song of Weird Al Yankovic, Stuck in the Drive-Thru.
Oh yeah,
What?
Yeah,
great.
it's amazing.
Oh yeah,
you never seen that?
You never seen Stuck in the Drive-Thru?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Go home when you're
yeah,
really
it's
sad.
like
Home right now.
15 minutes of bliss.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, it will be more enjoyable
Oh,
and feel
shit.
less long than that Lil Dicky song, Pillow Talking, whatever.
Oh, dude.
Hey, don't slam the.
That song
sounds like caverns.
Because that song, I was like, during Pillow Talking, I was like, literally watching the scroller. Like, okay, that was funny, huh? This is over
When
yet.
is it gonna end?
Why is it so long?
Halfway. Oh my
Like,
god.
oh my god, now his brain's here. What the fuck? Yeah, that Lil Dicky album was fucking ridiculous. Man.
Yeah, dude.
So, what are you guys listening to right now? What are some hot picks from 2018 y'all been listening to?
Hot picks.
Honestly, I know. Well, I know you've been talking about it more. I don't know like how much, but like I've honestly been listening to, trying to listen to more rap, just
Okay.
because.
I actually haven't been listening to too much rap.
Just because, well, like I saw some of the stuff you posted. I was like, oh man, like I do need to listen to a lot more rap, and like it bums me out that I don't know more. And I feel like, I mean, like I'm a fucking like, you know, I'm a white kid and
Yeah.
from suburbs, and like
Same.
I'm not like, you know, I'm not supposed to listen to that music, but at the same time, they're so much better on levels that like I don't know, like I don't want to mix rap into rock. Like it's not going to be a Linkin Park. It's not going
Yeah.
to be something like that. But at the same time, I'm like rappers, like sometimes they are so much better than lyricists, than singers, you know?
Yeah.
To where I'm like, I need to do that,
Totally.
like in rock music. Like I need to make it a rock style, you know?
Oh.
And so like I'll listen to, I mean, like I already said, like Tyler the Creator, like I listen to him a lot, but just because he's very off the wall
Flower
and very
Boy was
aggressive.
great.
Oh, I love Flower Boy. Yeah, it's very like,
Cherry
even
Bomb.
though it's like super R&B and everything, like,
it's a good
but
record.
also
Even though he stole that one line. He has that one line in that record where he says, "Do you think both ways when you cross my
Oh,
mind?" or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Totally ripped that fucking line.
Or from where?
Yeah, it's
I love that
from,
song.
It's from. I'll look it up, but I remember
it's something
hearing
from-
that in an older song and being like, "You fucking piece of shit."
Dude, there's some interviews with him too that where he says he's even said that he tries to rip off the best things he can think of, and
Yeah.
I've always thought like ripping off people that you love, honestly, like to make it your own is
I
like.
mean, to me, it just sounds like Tyler the Creator likes Quentin Tarantino. That's all that tells me.
Yeah.
like yeah,
I've also
we've
been-
seen
He
it
just
before.
wanted to let everybody know he likes Quentin
yeah,
Tarantino.
like, I see it.
I've
Which
also
I'm
been
fine
very
with. Go for it.
very into Vince Staples. He's really creative lyric wise.
I know that name, but I haven't.
Yeah, he's a little newer, I think, like for rappers and stuff. But I don't know, just like honestly, a lot of
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick
It's in,
Lamar
a
keeps-
Kendrick, it's in a Kendrick Lamar song.
Oh, that
It's Wesley's Theory. It's the opening to Pimp a Butterfly. I think it's Wesley's Theory, either to Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid, Mad City. I don't remember, but yeah, he totally lifted that from a Kendrick song. I knew it was someone like prominent, like who
Yeah.
put it out. So now you pulled up your phone. What have you been listening to?
So, the Movie Life's new album's really good.
Oh my god, I haven't even checked that out.
No,
Oh,
it's a really
it's
good
so
one.
good, dude.
Yeah,
Going
it's
there
fucking
now.
amazing.
Like,
and then
do you like it-
Paramore's new album?
That come out
Laughter.
this year though.
Yeah. Okay, so it has to be. Well, that's what I'm listening to
Yeah,
this year.
that's what I'm talking about this year.
This
This
year,
year?
shit,
I mean, what
don't
the
know.
fuck came out this year? I don't even know.
I was gonna say, did the Movie Life?
You're
That's 2017.
Okay, well yeah, you can fuck right off of that.
close on that.
What the fuck have I been?
Well, do
listening
you
to
like
this?
do you like I Am the Avalanche, or have you heard that?
Yeah,
one?
of course.
Yeah, dude. So like the Movie Life's new album, I feel like is a newer like I'm the Avalanche. Like he's just better at it now. Like they're just fucking a lot better.
I Am the Avalanche is great, but I can only listen to like so much of it before I like it's all kind of the same. Like they kind of have his songwriting style is so unique to him, but it's also so repetitive that even on his solo record Survivor's Guilt, it was
Yeah.
the same way. It was just
It's
like
kinda-
these sound like I Am an Avalanche.
Yeah, it's kind of like that like niche.
Yeah.
Like the people who love it fucking die for it, and then
Just like kind of like da, da, da,
and like
da.
it does get me, like, you know, like I love that band, like, oh man, I love that band, but at the same time, like, I can understand where it can get stagnant for people. So like I want to bring that drive and that you know, punk attitude and everything that I love in music like that, but I also want to pull new swings on it, like rap. I want to like I don't want to rap technically in my songs, but I love, you know, influences like that. So
figured it out. Okay, Justin Courtney Pierre from Motion City Soundtrack dropped a new song.
Yeah, I heard
fucking
about that.
amazing.
Is he putting out a new album too, or just
yeah,
singles?
it's a whole new album. It's
so, yeah.
fucking
When's
amazing.
the new album come out?
October, I think.
Cool, I'm stoked for that.
Yeah, no, it's fucking. You're getting
love
stoked.
me some
How many
Motion
times can you
City
make that
soundtrack.
joke in one?
Dude,
fucking...
I have to meter myself now and make sure I don't say it.
I'll say it for you then.
Yeah, So
That new song though, like, you need to put that on your playlist for the next thing you play. I mean, it sounds as good as Even If It Kills Me or Commit to This Memory, like that style of Motion City.
They
Yeah,
left
some
on,
shit like
on
that.
a note
And
that
it's
I wasn't
weird-
excited about.
Oh,
It's
I know.
weird hearing it because you're like, oh, was he not the one holding back the band? 'Cause usually, like, the lead singer's like, I want to try to branch out and do all this weird stuff.
Thanks,
All of a sudden, he
Doors.
comes out with this, and he's like, oh, he just wants to be punk and heavy.
It was the cool part.
Yeah, I
No, I don't
loved. I like when Motion City Soundtrack goes hard every once in a while.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
like
Because they're good
Fell
at
in Love
it.
Without You, man. That's a fucking banger.
sure, but I'm talking about like Delirium and
Yeah.
Disappear.
Well, that's why My
and-
Dinosaur Life is their best album.
Yeah, I agree. You and me have had this conversation
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Not only that, but what's that fucking song off of? There's a song on Even If It Kills Me where he like there's like two choruses, and the second chorus is just like fucking drops into like high gear, and it just becomes like a like a barn burner, like a what the fuck is that song called?
It's on the Even If It
I'm gonna
Kills
figure
Me.
it out right now. Even if it kills me, fucking,
Even If It Kills Me, I will figure it out.
I got it right here. Yeah.
Even though the title track of that song is
You don't like that? I like the title track. Dude, you know,
If it kills
my
me.
favorite song on that album is actually Last Night, I think.
Oh, that one's so good. Yeah, man.
Where I Belong. That's the song I'm talking about. Where I Belong.
Yeah, I know what you're
Because
talking
it's
about.
just like
it comes in way
like,
better. Yeah, the next time.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not new, but I mean, I just went and saw the Matches in L.A.
Oh, I was gonna bring them up because you're
Yeah.
the only people I've ever met in my entire life
I
who know who the Matches are.
love them.
You guys
Yeah.
are totally doing a Matches cover.
Yeah.
Really?
Do I like? I don't
You
know.
think okay? Honestly,
like
coming
little
from you,
maggots or
you
something?
think we,
Little maggots.
Do you think like you think we could do the Matches justice?
Totally
covering
Who
them.
gives a shit if you're doing justice? No one knows who they are.
I know that's what I was thinking. But the thing is, like, to people who do know they are, I'm like, that makes me nervous because they're like hardcore influential. Like,
You know how
Are
there's
they?
certain bands that
Yeah.
make you like. There's certain bands that make you feel like really sad because of how good they are and how not famous they are.
yeah.
You're like, you were fucking
what
the
the hell
soundtrack for my
happened?
life for an entire year, and like nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Dude, I have tattoos for people like that.
Exactly,
You don't
man.
understand? Like, I got you. That's how my whole life is. That's how I'm
Yeah.
I'm a hipster garbage piece of shit.
Well, because
like, all my favorite bands are like that.
I fucking played the shit out of Decomposer. Like, I played the shit out of it when I finally got it, but it was like probably fucking 7 years too late for the help them become a band.
Decomposer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first song I heard from them was what the fuck is that song
Paper
called?
Cut
Paper
Skin?
Cut, yeah.
Yeah, I love that song.
Well, it's even crazier when you think about their first album they made. Like, it was just a pop punk album, but they
Yeah.
made that when they were like fucking 17 and 18 years old.
Yeah.
By themselves.
It's
Like,
really
the
good.
insanity of it. Like,
They got sued for the album. You know that?
What album?
The Yvonne Dahl Killed the Locals, their first one.
Really?
Yeah, because apparently they didn't want to be called the Matches. They wanted to be called
The Locals.
which I think the Matches is cooler.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
there was a
There was another
jazz
band,
girl.
yeah, in town with them, and she wanted to be called the Locals.
No,
like
it was
this.
Yvonne Dahl
Yeah, I heard.
and the Locals.
Or Yvonne Dahl and the Locals, and
Yeah.
her name was Yvonne Dahl, and so they went into a court case, and she won. So they were like, "We just got to change our name, fuck it." And so they just changed to the Matches, and they made their first album like a big fuck you
Yeah.
to her.
Her name was spelled WVONNE, but he just
Yeah,
made
they-
it Yvonne Dahl Killed the Locals.
Yeah, killed the Locals. I'm like that. I'm like that's a great album name.
Oh my god, that's hilarious, dude! I saw
Like
them-
even though he lost, he still won.
I have this memory of seeing the Matches on Steven's Untitled Rock Show, and they were
Like,
all
call back
like
to the fuse, man.
they were all like
Fused.
fucked up and crazy. Like they didn't give a
They are
fuck.
crazy.
He made all their costumes too. The singer did.
Really?
Yeah. He
So
actually
they're-
made all their clothes.
They're there, and I remember them talking to Steven about the song "Little Maggots," and the fucking singer goes, "Yeah, it's about my herpes."
That guy is amazing live, though. I just have to say, that guy
so
is fucking amazing. Like, I've never seen a band play at a place that was like a 500 capacity. I saw him at the Troubadour.
I don't know what that is.
It's a small little place in L.A., but it's like...
yeah, I've heard of that before.
Yeah, so they were just in front of like maybe 400 people, and he's just going fucking nuts, man. Like, I don't see him. He's crawling in the crowd and shit to just 400 people, which is insane. But he's screaming at people and fucking, I don't know.
What are your guys' goals as far, like, what makes you different, other than the members changing, what is actually changing between Good Grief and the Jaunts?
The style, I think. I don't know. It's
Are you guys doing anything differently marketing-wise or creatively or
Puberty.
how you're putting your music out there?
There's no more puberty going on.
Well, until you're 25. How old are you guys?
I'm about to be 25.
How old are you, Cameron?
I'm 21.
Oh, you got time. You got time.
I'm just kidding. I'm 24.
Okay. I would have believed you.
I'm just excited to rent a car for a cheap price.
There you
That's what's going to change in the band.
There you go.
We're gonna.
Yeah. So fucking, I would just say just the tone of everything. I don't know. It's going to be a lot more full sounding compared to our old stuff. It's not going to be it's going to be heavier, but it's going to be more, I guess, concise.
I hope it's heavier. I mean, we have a lot of ideas. It's hard coming back to a 4-piece after we've been a 2-piece for so long, but it's also like they were a 2-piece. So it's like two 2-pieces working together now.
Yeah.
And so it's really hard on that aspect because it's like they're so used to working with each other and we're so used to just working with each other. And like, now we have to work as like a teamwork and shit.
Oh man, there's growing pains, let me tell you.
I mean, there always is and everything. And it's like we're still in the transition period, but honestly, like for the ideas that we all have and shit, like it's gonna... I don't know which way to put it. Like,
it's finally not
like
being an echo chamber of me and Cameron, because that's what Good Grief always was. It was an echo chamber of me and Cameron's ideas, and we.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, we didn't step on each other's toes ever. Like,
Cover
really.
your mouth.
We never stepped on each other's toes. We never like said something like, we never really changed each other's songs. We brought them to each other like pretty much done on our instrument, and then the other person had to figure out what they're gonna do to that.
Yeah.
So now it's completely different. Like, I don't know.
Do you guys feel like you're going to do anything different as far as like the business side of things?
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of like go a little hard. Because that was my thing. Was I was like, Good Grief are fucking amazing. I don't know why they're not like doing more. Like I wish
that's my fault.
do more stuff.
That's my fault because
Get a
like
fucking cell phone.
because
He got a cell phone now. We're in the fucking 21st century.
yeah,
Finally.
like how hard it is to contact me, like it's even harder to make me promote my own stuff.
Then what's the point?
I know because I
know it's fun, but like
yeah, I'm too artsy fartsy dad about it because like fucking I don't know what my deal is. Like I never want to sell things. I never want to sell myself. I just want to make music in my basement and like just die like that.
It's always the fight because I've always wanted to like push everything really hard.
But everybody else says, "Oh no, we gotta make this. We gotta make this big. We gotta make this good." And like we're good at it, and like I believe it, and like everybody else tells me we're good at it.
And then it's also funny because Cameron's the best talker out of all of us. He can go around the entire room and talk to every single person in the fucking room.
That's what's crazy about Cameron though is that he's very different in situations like this. Like, the second he's at a live show and like there's like music playing, he becomes a fucking maniac.
Yeah,
like
he's all bubbly.
There's literally like the Phantom Party video, the live video that we have for 100 Skeletons. You can see him like like the whole time.
I love that show, dude. Oh, dude. That's because I am two people inside of me. I am two people. Yeah.
The Gemini.
I am Gemini.
But yeah, no, man, I don't know. That was my.
Well, tell me, what can we do better? Because I want to be better.
No,
you're like I'm doing this too.
We're actually gonna rip off all these Phantom Party songs.
I know. Do it. You're not gonna get anywhere. But
oh shit,
are you gonna wear bell bottoms too? Yeah, that's my thing though. Is like, like.
Oh shit!
Honestly, though, on a serious note, like, on a serious note, once I started hitting 23, 24, I no longer had an interest in pursuing any of my passions solely for fun, which I guess is why I asked because we're all the same age, and like I do nothing for fun, just for fun anymore. Like I take fun things and I try to make them work as far as a lifestyle for myself.
It's progressive. Yeah. That's good.
Well, because I don't know, we're all in the same age group right now.
Yeah.
I'm at this point now where I don't want to do things that are just wasting my fucking time.
Same, yeah.
Like if I'm doing things for the band and everything, I want it to be worthwhile time. I don't want to just make music and not do anything with it.
You can have fun doing many things.
You can have fun while you're working.
Yeah, but why? Like, so like, if there's all these different things that you can do to have fun, why would you put all of your time and all of your money into one thing that you think is fun, when like, and not try to in some way not capitalize off of it, but like make a living or make some kind of lifestyle for yourself out of it. Like, but that's just me. I'm very, very like capitalismo kind of like make money, like do.
See, I think we'd much get on this level because I'm an anarcho-capitalist. Like, I think that'd be the best way to run the world.
Okay, so here's the thing. I was gonna wrap this episode up here pretty soon, but I got some serious problems with that. So let me tell you my problem with anarcho-capitalism. Private police is the biggest flaw in the entire system of anarcho. It's because I was interested in anarcho-capitalism because I like capitalism as a very general principle. Makes sense. Free market makes sense. Totally get it. You get what you earn. Totally makes sense. That's what it is in the animal kingdom. That's what it is all over the world. Doesn't matter if you're a fucking microbe or a tadpole or a bear or a human. It's all about what you earn and how good you are. That's exactly how the world is. Why shouldn't our economics mirror that? Completely. That's how I feel about it. Obviously, doesn't exactly work like that, but as a basic principle, totally makes sense. Now, I looked up anarcho-capitalism because I thought that'd be very interesting. Yeah. And as I got into it, I was like, oh, they have private police. So they're all the police are just going to be more corrupt than they are now and all paid off by private interests.
Yeah. Well, that's you basing it off of how shitty people are now, and I guess we can never get over that. Yeah. That's the problem.
True. That's the problem with all anarchism.
But this is just like theoretically talking. Of course. That would be a beautiful thing to run the country in anarcho-capitalism, but
maybe. Yeah.
If people weren't shitty just in their general nature, most people are shitty. Most people are the Harvey Weinsteins. That's the problem.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. All people are Harvey Weinstein. All people. What the difference is that a lot of us choose not to do those things. Yeah. And that's what makes me believe in humanity. Like, I'm a very optimistic, like pro, like team people person, and that's because I know that we're all evil as fuck. I know that's true. Every human being, it's like
you all have evil thoughts.
What was his name? George Young or whatever, the Freud's guy always said, like, talk about the shadow. And that's exactly every single person, every one of us. I could ask any human being, and any honest human being, I could ask them all, what would it take to make you not just kill somebody, but fucking dismember somebody? Like, what would like think about it? What could make you do it? You could take a few days, and eventually you could figure something out as to how you could make that happen. We all have that within us.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Which is why I love good people. Because I'm like, we're all fucked up, but you're doing good things.
You're the ones that fixed it. Yeah, you're the ones that are doing it right.
So that's my problem with anarchism. Is like we're all fucking evil. You can't, and our anarchism, like,
it's curiosity.
We all have the capability of being evil.
True.
Having it in us doesn't mean that we're necessarily evil, because there's the balance.
Yes, we also have good in us.
Yeah,
I'm
Most
evil.
Of us. You think so?
I take much pride in being. I love it.
But I agree. No, we do. We do have a balance of both. Most of us, most healthy people have a balance of both.
Healthy-minded. Yeah.
That's the ego, right? Balancing the super ego and the id. It's the kind of we all kind of have both.
But you're also like Freud's getting kind of left in the dust for certain things. His defense mechanisms,
as he should.
Yeah,
as he should. But there are
defense
some
mechanisms that he talks about though is straight fucking on still. Though.
Yeah, and I believe in. I think the super ego stuff and the ego stuff all makes sense.
Slightly, yes. I mean, like it's not like you can.
I'm not going to school for it, but like looking at it from an idiot standpoint, I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
No, it's not an idiot standpoint because it makes sense. Yeah. Like it's, I mean, there's also more complications to things, but
that's what I mean. Like I'm the idiot standpoint. Like I don't really know.
There's no such thing as an idiot standpoint, though. The fact you even know about the super id.
Yes, there is. Trump. No, not even. Yeah, it's crazy. There are plenty of them out there. But yeah, I think it's interesting that you bring that up.
I guess that's me trying to be nice. That's the good person in me. Oh, people aren't stupid.
Yeah, no, I think I just think about this stuff a lot. Lately, I haven't been political in a very long time, but over the last few months, I've been getting really political again. So,
well, it's time to vote, man. That's the only change we can do.
Local elections.
Local elections.
Only local elections.
Oh yeah. Fuck no.
It's all that fucking matters on local elections. Everything else has been decided.
We voted all those people that are in the fucking Congress that are making the problems. Whatever, if either side you're on, somebody's making problems that you don't agree with, so vote them out then. Go out and vote.
No, it's crazy. Dude.
Did you get to pick that up?
Mic on Daisy. Yeah,
Dude, Daisy's just freaking out. Why aren't you letting me out?
Daisy.
Daisy, come here, girl.
She's all excited.
All right, guys, we're going to bring this bad boy home. Thank you so much for coming on. Before we go, is there anything you need to plug? Any release dates of anything like that?
So releasing our album August 25th, the same day as our show.
Nice.
At the Pub Rock Live.
Nice.
Yeah, it's called a release show.
Oh.
I've heard of those.
Yeah. Usually works, they coincide. And then we also just found out that we're opening for Pout House.
Oh, they're friends of mine.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Austin gave us a connection to it, but they asked us to open for him
His
at...
friend there.
They asked us. They asked us
Yeah.
for the next day, so the
Yeah.
26th.
Yeah.
So the day right after, I guess.
At what do you call it? The trunk space, the church.
Yeah.
The church of music,
Yeah,
apparently.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I say I know Pat House. I know the drummer.
Yeah. That's who messaged us. So
Nathan,
that's what I'm talking.
Nathan's great. He hooked us up in Colorado and made it to where we
So
didn't
that's
wanna
new
leave.
music I'm listening to. Pout House's new EP is really fucking
Are they
good.
from Colorado?
Yeah, they're from Denver.
Oh,
Question mark? Maybe Colorado.
Not
Springs?
Fort Collins, your favorite place in
Not
the world?
FOCO. No,
I
they're
love
not.
Fort Collins.
That's Fort Collins is my favorite spot. That's where they all used to be in a band together.
Fort Collins keeps getting bigger, right? Like it keeps getting more.
It's kind of a college town, isn't
It
it?
is. It is.
Yeah,
a
It's
college
growing
town, yeah.
for sure.
Because that's where we played our house show there, and that
That's
was
where
our
college.
best show.
That's where
yeah.
Colorado State is.
Who was that guy? Yeah, who was that house show?
It was
that we
Jared from fucking Head Injuries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
played?
yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
was shit.
he's gone.
Aw.
I hang out with the other guy, Zach, is who I hang out with from Head
Really?
Injuries. I stay with him up there. He was just on the show actually and did a little good dog session for
Oh,
us
shit,
too. It's
yeah.
up on the YouTubes.
YouTubies.
But yeah, Zach's great. I love Head Injuries. Him and Jared wrote like half and half, and then he did a hardcore band after that. It was great, and now he's doing an acoustic thing that's good.
Nice.
But it's not about him. Fuck Zach. It's all about you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming over. To the
Thank
show.
you. Thank you.
Check out the new album. It's going to be really, really great and really exciting, and I can't wait to hear you guys fully rounded out with a bunch of other people. Before we go, really
do
quickly.
Do you want the early release?
Yep,
we'll
absolutely.
give you the okay.
And then before we get on to that, though, did you guys record this at the Treehouse?
Oh fuck yeah, we did.
it's called.
Why would we pay money? we have a
We don't
big
have
ass
that.
room with microphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Matt and Drew, they haven't done a lot of recording. They said so. Like they're really into it and learning. Like what we did, and we're getting more ideas from them the way they recorded and stuff. So like
Fuck
They did a lot of digital recording. So they did it straight in with the guitars. They did
So we're trying to mix ideas.
electronic drums. So now
Very
they're
cool.
changing their way up too.
Fuck yeah, guys.
Yeah, and then we had Travis, which is Fortress of Graves, is his handle for making electronic music. He's fucking amazing. It's Cameron's brother. He really fucking rounded out the final mix and the mastering of it.
Hell
Just made
yeah.
us sound real fucking good. Made us sound better than we should.
He's honestly like there's like our Treehouse, like our Apache Productions. Like we're gonna record. Whoever wants to come and record.
And you're gonna sound raw.
Yeah, you're gonna sound rock and roll. But honestly, Travis is like he's our secret weapon.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, because he makes techno music, but at the same time, like he's also a fucking genius. So
That's how it goes. There's only
Yeah.
one song on the Phantom on 100 Skeletons, and in my opinion, really sounds good. And that was one that was co-mixed with a friend of ours who does a bunch of beats and stuff online.
Yeah.
And that was Tunnel of
Well,
Love.
it's all the
That
same
song sounds
thing.
I love
great.
that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
The recording of that sounds great, and it sounds better than all the other songs because it took more time because someone else co-mixed it with us.
yeah. And
Um,
we have a lot more to work with. We have 4 people now. So
Yeah,
well,
there
so
you go.
I was
More
mixing
stuff.
the album for fucking ever, and I'm just sitting there smashing my head on the fucking keyboard trying to keep up and like keep my sanity.
Yeah.
And eventually I was just like, Travis, can you just fucking finish it for me?
So it's mostly us, and then he mastered it for us.
And then 3 days
you know.
later, he gives it back to me, and it sounds fucking amazing. So yeah.
Fuck yeah, good for you guys. I'm stoked for it. God damn it, I'm excited
Cheers.
for it. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
It's called-
You guys check out their Good Dog sessions that's coming out. The Jaunts and the album is called what?
Where were you when I was sober?
Where were you when I was sober? There we go.
There we are.
All right, there we are, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned for some announcements after this. Get stoked! Aw, shit, look at that. The episode's over, man. We're done. Episode is finished. Luckily, though, there are plenty of other older episodes hanging around the internet anywhere you'd like to find podcasts. iTunes, podcast apps like Stitcher or Podcast Addict for either the iPhone or the Android. My official Podbean website. I'm fucking everywhere, man. I'm building an empire. Let's take over the fucking world. Anyway, if you've made it this far, I truly appreciate you and encourage you to please reach out and say hello. I'm serious about this, guys. I really want to connect with my listeners. So whether you want to come on the show or not, drop me a line. Hit me an email at gettingstokedpodcast@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I think that's it, man. Thank you guys so much for listening. It really, I know I harp on it so much, but it really, truly means everything. So thank you. Get stoked.